Quinto.
Say that again. Hold on. Reset that again. Say that again. Hold on. Hold on. Reset that again. Say that again. Hold on. Hold on. Reset that again. Oh my gosh.
Say that again. Hold on. What's happening over there?
Echoing.
LaFleur's in the cut.
You're good. What's up?
Hello. Welcome to the
Big comfy couch.
to the two losers beside me.
Welcome to three losers on the couch. We got Dortmund losers, Juve losers, and Quinto
Droolers.
big loser.
Big
We're all on the couch
losers.
today. We're gonna talk about how how our teams let us down, and we'll also maybe talk a little bit about how Bayern Munich let us all down as well. And now we're gonna have to talk about Barcelona for 35 minutes in today's live stream. But as usual, I'm joined today with the lads. We got Jay Zeno in the cut.
Hey guys.
We got Dan the man behind the decks. Big draw
Big
against
draw.
Mourinho today.
Massive.
Against Mourinho is
Massive.
huge.
Against who?
Massive.
Against Fenerbahce, right?
Special one.
And then we have Rafinha with the 3-piece against Bayern. LaFleur. There's gonna be no Barca talk today. Just a heads up. We can't do that. We just won't be able to survive.
Right?
But I mean, yeah, okay, you know what? Let's just rip the Band-Aid off. Barca 4, Bayern 1. Obviously, the only reason why this happened, if you really think about it,
It's because Barca's good.
Bayern were missing their best player, right? Let's just be honest here. There's no way Barcelona beat Bayern Munich if Jamal Musiala's on the pitch. I'm just going to go ahead and say it,
He played.
right?
Later on.
No Musiala.
He played.
No Musiala for the full game. Wasn't 100%. No Ito at the back either. Kim and Jay had to play. And realistically speaking, that's the only reason why Barca won. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Thoughts?
Go thoughts, Barca.
I mean, we also had players that were not playing, starting.
Who?
Gavi didn't start. Araujo was injured.
Okay, Araujo doesn't get to this team.
Dude,
Yeah,
you're lucky Araujo was
Yeah,
injured
I'm
because if
saying.
Araujo was playing, you guys would have lost.
I'm
You
just
would
saying,
have had
man.
10 men by the 20th minute.
I'm just saying, you're naming players, bro. You gotta do what you gotta do with the players on the pitch.
No, but I'm naming good players.
You named one player
I'm naming good
that
players.
came on and did nothing.
Nah, I'm naming good players, man. No, but it was very, like, all jokes aside, a very impressive performance by Barcelona. I would say Rafinha especially with the hat trick. Shout out to Matthews. Audio doesn't sound like it's coming from the mics.
I got it. Check now. How's that?
How's that sound, Matthews?
Should be better now.
Hello.
But continue.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say shout out to Matthews. He came just in time. Matthews invested in the Rafinha stocks early, very very early. He was the only one really that believed in Rafinha from the jump. I know a certain individual. I know a certain individual on the couch in between me and Spatty who was Rafinha out. Why is this guy playing? Get this guy to my club. And now he's clearly eating his words. But
No, 100%. I agree with you. I was Rafinha out, but I was also Lewa in, and these guys were Lewa out.
Me? What?
Yeah, you were. I swear you were.
No.
No. Matt was Lewa
I'm
out.
never a player out.
Yeah, you're Lewa out.
Yeah,
Matthews was Lewa out.
No, I think Jay was Leo. I think.
I support my team's players.
No.
I mean, it's true. He does support them, even the bad ones.
No. But
Even the really
he
bad
says
ones.
when he comments when their time is up.
no,
he never said that about Dembele.
I feel like he did say no, but Dembele was his favorite player. Like,
dude, he even rode with him TT until the end.
Yeah, he did roll with them, GT. This guy will roll
no,
with
I feel like I
anyone.
heard that, man. Maybe it was just Matthews then.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe it was just Matthews, yeah. But no, at the end of the day, Rafinha, give this guy the captain's band any day of the week. I will be the first one to sign those papers and say yes, do it, 100%. Because it looks like when he has that captain's band, he has like aura, bro.
I don't think there's any papers to sign for
There's
that.
some aura when he has that captain's band on, and scoring in the first minute, that was huge. That was a huge mark for us, for him to score, because that really set the tone of the game, and it kind of scared Bayern, in my opinion, a little bit.
Yeah.
You gotta really. It's not the same Barca anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
'Cause
man.
I think if Bayern got their first goal, that's different.
Yeah.
A completely different game.
But hey, like the mentality was different. It felt different this time around because Bayern equalized, and old Barca of the last couple of years would have wavered, crumbled, would have shied away from the comeback. Probably would have leaked more goals in, but they were resilient, young team, and they came back and did their thing, man. Like Rafinha rounded Neuer for that goal. It was a clean goal, man.
I don't know, man.
I was fully confident in Rafinha too. I had no intention thinking he was gonna miss. Like that's how high he's riding right now. Like he could do anything right now.
If he told me you told me last season, if I saw that same play with Rafinha going to the goalie, I would have been nervous. 110%.
Not anymore though.
I would have been so nervous. But seeing that, I'm like, dude, this is going in. I just knew, man. Like you said, it's just the confidence that he has on himself. It just spews onto like people like us, right?
But I even
It does.
I even think for the neutral, like exciting game, high lines on both sides.
Yes.
Like, oh my god, Barca's back four is always at half. Like, it's crazy.
And also, if you noticed, I noticed really early on that they were Barca were going really ball heavy, like towards the ball, and Bayern noticed that as well. So they were switching it constantly. But what I thought was an issue in the beginning, that the switches, I'm like, oh shoot, they're gonna get us 1 point. Barca knew right that they were doing that. Barca
they
knew
got
that they
you
were going
guys
to
in the
switch
first
it.
goal.
That was a cross.
Nabry, he got the ball switched to him. And
That was kind of a cross inside, but they kept on doing it. They kept on going, switching side to side, and Barca understood like, okay, yeah, give them that space, but once that ball goes there, we're attacking him again. So it was like they couldn't do that. I know if this is last year or a couple years before, that's working on us every single time.
Yeah, I mean, Barca's offside trap's crazy, and it's lethal.
Yeah,
And it's being spearheaded by a 17-year-old CB leading the back line. It's pretty wild. But Olise was nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
I thought he was brutal. Neuer is washed.
Yep.
He's really bad. I mean, he broke his leg, no, or foot.
Broke his leg skiing.
And how did they not sign a new keeper? And they had Sommer, no?
Yeah.
yeah. They
And-
let Summer go.
They did have Summer, yeah. They let Summer go.
Which is pretty, like a 36-year-old breaks their leg. How do you not replace him?
Yeah, like that I think was very naive on Bayern's part. And I think obviously Olise too, like a lot of talent in that player, but you know what I mean? Like he hasn't necessarily been there, done that on like a Champions League night. Sure, it's a little heavier.
Different.
Right? Sure, it's a little heavier midweek. And obviously he didn't show up in that game, right? Like the majority of Barca's team, but Bayern's team, apologies. But no, you can really see the Hansi Flick, signature all over this Barca team. The way they press, the way they attack, the way they're fearless, the way they're relentless, and like they kept on going for more, right? Like 4 goals, like not for anything, but like if this was like a Xavi-led team, first of all, I don't think they're beating Bayern, but they're also probably like stopping at like 2-1, and they're trying to park it, right? But Hansi said, no, we're going to keep going, and we're going to keep going, we're going to keep going. And that's ultimately what just kept Bayern back, right? And they didn't have any chances to really equalize the game.
Yeah, you saw Barca was really pressing really, really well. Everyone was pressing. It started with Rafinha. Rafinha was running the whole 90 minutes,
Yeah, he doesn't
man.
stop running.
And that just like again, I'll say it spews onto the other players. And they start going as well 90 minutes.
I want to go back to the you finish what you're saying.
I'm just gonna say at the end, like you said, if this was a Xavi team, completely different style. We're staying back. We're trying to be more reserved. He's gonna probably bring in another defender in. But when Hansi Flick saw Bayern score that goal, we went right again to attack. And I feel like sometimes that's the best way. Obviously, attack those teams that attack, because if you're attacking them, how are they gonna attack?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Just amazing from Hansi Flick.
Yeah.
Like Fleur says, Hansi Flick has reignited Rafinha.
Well,
Facts.
I think he ignited him. Like I've never seen him this.
Sorry,
good,
ignited him. You're right.
right? Like he was okay at Leeds, but he was never this good where he was like having an impact on the game so much with scoring goals. Like I don't think I've ever really seen him score goals like this at the highest level.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And one thing, like I was seeing a TikTok before you go.
Yeah, go.
A TikTok, some guy saying he's a different type of Brazilian that came to Barcelona, because other Barcelona or wingers that came to Barcelona, Brazilians that came to Barcelona, sorry, like Neymar, like Ronaldinho, they were hyped up. You knew what you were getting from them. This was someone that had to work really, really hard to find his place. Because look, last year I wanted him gone. I'm sure a lot of Barcelona fans wanted him gone.
And
You really had to work hard for this position.
you guys were supposed to get Nico.
Exactly.
replace him.
Bro, I saw a video of someone saying like holding a Nico jersey. And I think he commented on it, right?
Yeah, he did.
He commented like
Laughing
laughing
faces.
faces.
And
That's what you want.
That actually might have been the post that, put some fire in Rafinha. Like, maybe if Rafinha didn't see that video, maybe he wouldn't be having the season he's having. Probably motivated him.
No, totally agree. And it's a different type of Brazilian that we're seeing here. It's just, you can see he wants it. He wants it so badly. And shout out to him, man. He's got my back.
He played well, but yeah, I
got his back.
I want to go back to his Bayern team. They played like shit. Like their CDMs, they had Polina was trash.
And Guerrero.
and Guerrero, but like more so Polina. Then they put Goretzka to a solo pivot, and he was terrible. He couldn't even make a pass.
He's been washed.
Yeah, he's been washed. He's actually been washed since Flick left. But then their backline, yeah, as I think Lafleur said it, backline of Bayern suspect. Neuer needs to retire. I think he's gonna ruin his legacy a little bit if he keeps playing, because 2 of the Rafinha goals easily savable in his prime if he had the athleticism still. You could tell that he's slow off the mark still as of now after that injury, I guess, and he just couldn't make that save. But the second goal from Rafinha was a floater. Like, he could have easily got that.
The one that was
with his right foot. He cut into his right and then he floated.
Yes, I guess he could have, but I don't think
could have saved
what
that
I
easy.
think is he
Easy.
didn't react to it because he thought his defenders were gonna get it.
No, but
There was 2 of them on
Neuer
Rafinha.
saves that every day of the
Yes,
week.
but bro, again, it's that all it takes is 1 second for him to be off. If he was 1 second early, he could have got it.
Bro, he had 2
Because he was
seconds.
there.
He had 2 seconds.
No,
That's
he
how
didn't,
slow
bro.
that ball
went
was
through-
going.
That went through his legs.
Bro, that ball was going so
That went
slow.
through
I could have
Upamecano's
saved
legs.
it.
You don't see those shots.
No.
You're not in net.
Neuer's too
How
slow.
many times have we seen those goals where it goes through so many players' legs and then the goalie doesn't react because he can't see it?
Neuer is currently too slow off the mark.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
He had no reaction time in this game, which led to them getting those 2 goals, the 2 last goals from Rafinha. Rafinha had good placement. I don't think that they would have been goals on one of the best goalies in the world. But they ended up scoring anyway. They got the 4. I think on a different day with Neuer maybe in form, it's a different score.
So you're saying those goals were Neuer's fault?
Yep.
Not the defender's fault.
No, it's both their faults. I think Neuer should have done better, and the defenders.
On the defenders or Neuer's fault?
I think for me it's heavier on Neuer because those are very savable.
Like Maldini said, if my goalie has to do something, then I messed up.
If you have one of the best goalies in the world, you got to rely on him sometimes.
I don't know, man. And when it's a 2-on-1, I'd expect my defenders to do something.
Okay, yeah, in that scenario, yes, but still, he's got to do better on what he did. Wasn't
the P roller from Rafinha. Okay, I understand. The first one where Kimmich lost the ball, it's a 1-on-1. What do you want to do there?
No, I never said the first one. I said the second
And
one.
then what was Leon's goal again?
Lewa was pretty
rebound?
much an open net.
No, it was Fermin Lopez.
Yes.
Pretty much out jumped Kim Min Jae
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Lewandowski's goal.
tapped it in and
Yeah.
sent it to Lewin.
yeah, you can do anything there, Neuer.
Yes. Can we go on to that goal?
Well, actually, I do think also that was bad goalkeeping for that one too.
I can't fully remember to be honest.
No.
Yeah.
No. Again, he expected Kim Min-jae to get that ball.
No, but like
He expected him to get
he's
that ball.
charging onto Fermin Lopez, I think,
Afterwards.
with Upamecano.
No. Upamecano was running with Lewa. From what I remember. Because, bro, imagine you're a defender, you're a goalie, and you're seeing the ball come to Kim Min-jae, and he's getting ready to header it, and it goes over his head. What is your instinct?
Especially,
I gotta go.
Especially with Fermin.
Yeah.
Like, he should be winning that every day of the week.
So that's what I'm expecting. My defender to be winning that ball every time.
Maybe Ito was a difference. Maybe if they had him, it was different there, but I don't know.
Was that a foul, though?
No,
For me.
no way. He
What
barely
What
touched
do you
him.
guys think? You think it was a foul?
No.
Would you have said anything if that was given, though? As a foul?
Yeah,
Would you
because
have
he
got mad?
barely touched him. Yeah.
As a Barca fan, yeah. Or just
No,
as a neutral.
as any fan. Even
don't-
Furman said after the game, like that guy's way too big to react like that.
Yeah. even like the commentators are saying, like, bro, you're a defender. You gotta understand. You're a big guy. Like you gotta be planted
Kim
well
Min Jae's pretty like
to
big.
not
He
get
is
moved
big.
by Fermin Lopez.
But
I'm
another,
sorry.
on another day, a lot of other refs will probably call that.
Yeah, it just depends on
Yeah,
the ref.
depends on
Yeah,
the
I
ref.
know. I'm saying that. I wouldn't be surprised if some refs called
But
it.
I think at the highest level, like, you have to let that go, right? Because at the end of the day, like, there's obviously like a size and body mismatch there too. So like you gotta be stronger in those situations, in my opinion.
Because at what point can you just say King Min Jae was like, trying to sell that?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like,
Yeah. Okay, but nonetheless, it was an emphatic result, and that raises the question for me: is Barca back?
Barca back.
I mean, like, look, we've had this conversation like I feel like every week. I definitely think they're back. And dude, all it took was an elite gaffer. Let's be honest, Hansi Flick is one of the best gaffers to ever do it. Right? We saw him in that team with Bayern. There's been like less than 5 teams that have ever had a season that successful, that dominant, right? Obviously, I know small sample size. I know Christopher, he needs to do it more to be considered elite. But now we can 100% consider him an elite gaffer now, because now you've seen him take a team last year who did not look this good. You made a couple signings, but nothing extraordinary in that
Who do
Barca
you really
team.
get?
Right, you got Dani Olmo, sure, who I think is a key piece, not playing.
Okay, sure.
But the rest of the squad is remained pretty much the same. In some regards, you can even argue
You lost
maybe
players.
even got worse because you lost a couple players.
Yeah,
Were
but
they
he
important
made
players?
their players better.
Not really, but
I mean, he started off with a lot of injuries,
he did. But
and he's been playing a lot of young players. He's been relying a lot on young academy players.
He
That's
also
crazy.
turned Inigo Martinez into a world beater.
That's the
So
craziest thing to me, I think.
dude, he just elevated the squad. That's
Inigo
what a good
Martinez?
gaffer
No.
does.
yeah,
Like, see him in League One, they're like boys.
they're boys, man.
He's sick. Yeah,
No, I could agree he's elite. No, I just said he had a small one season.
Yeah.
If I said I had to see him at Barca, if he does well, okay, yeah, sure.
That's fair. No, that's definitely fair. And I think, dude, at the end of the day, an elite gaffer raises the level of all the players in the team, and that's what you're seeing with Barca now. You can't theoretically really name a player who has dropped a level under Barca, under Flick at Barca, right? Think about who's dropped a level. No one, right? And dude, let's not forget who's playing in net for them right now,
Yeah.
Iñaki Peña, yeah.
right? Come on. Like,
Only
you
until
gotta
Szczesny.
put some respect. Like I'm saying, like they won this game with Iñaki Peña in net.
Yeah.
It wasn't Ter Stegen in net. It wasn't Thibaut Courtois in net. It wasn't like an elite goalie, right? And you still go and have a dominant performance like that, only conceding one goal to what some people say is the best striker in the world. Okay, not in my books, but
He's
think
in the
about it,
chat.
right? Think about it. Like that's elite level gaffing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro.
You look like you're 4 foot on the,
Yeah, I
on
know.
the screen
I
right
look like a
now.
little guy right now. A little guy. Just like a little salty guy. You know, like I'm just cheesed for some reason. I'm just talking bare shit on the coast today. But yeah, no, dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. I like watching this Barca team. They're fun to watch. A lot of goals. Exciting wingers. Bring the exciting wingers back. They got 2 of them. I'm all there. I'm all there, man.
And the fact that he's doing it also with like a young team.
Yeah.
An unexperienced,
Well, let's not go crazy.
to some extent, you know, you got Marc Casado playing, you got Fermin Lopez. You didn't think these guys would restart balling. Like, bro, Fermin Lopez had a good game. Casado had a good game.
Yeah.
Kubarsi, company, the coach, the gaffer of Bayern, saying this guy could be world class.
He is.
Said he could be one of the best defenders of all time. And I obviously agree, because realistically speaking, like when was the last time you had a center back like this good, this young? De Ligt, right? Maybe was the last one, and we know how that kind of ended. But
Right, Dan?
I also think like De Ligt also benefited with his physical stature as well. He was a big lad. He was thick.
So
right?
Kubarsi.
He was strong. Kubarsi's not
Yeah, he is.
as big
He's
and
also,
strong as
like,
De Ligt,
he's-
though.
Not as Delict, but he
mostly-
is thick and big.
Oh, he is thick and
That's
big for his
weird to
age,
say,
for
but,
sure.
You
Pause.
guys are wild over
Pause.
there, man.
Pause.
But he's just smart. He's very smart for his age.
Very intelligent,
He knows how
yeah.
to use his body. He knows where to be. He's got a good pass on him. He's got a good, he's got pace on him too. So
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff that you can see in him. And I agree with company. He's
elite.
definitely one for the future.
Yeah, well, one for now, but never
Now,
mind the
for
future.
now,
He's
you're
one for
right.
now too. But
Yeah.
I mean, hey, let's not forget, you guys also lost to Monaco. So obviously, like, not the perfect team.
Unfortunate.
And let's be honest, like, this Bayern team ain't all that, right? Clip it now. I know they're gonna slap us in like a couple weeks, probably like 7-0. But dude, this Bayern team's not all that. Company, young, inexperienced gaffer. The team doesn't really have any winners left in it. And they're just waiting for someone to step up on the biggest stage. Is it going to be Harry Kane? I don't think so. Musiala struggles in the big games. So I think they're lacking a spark, right? Mueller can't do it anymore. We saw him in this game. He tried his best, but it's kind of past him. And they got to do something in the midfield. That Bayern midfield, I haven't seen it that pouring in a while. Palhinha, I can't believe they spent the money. They had the chance. They were supposed to sign him last year, and they got out of jail free with Fulham playing hardball. And then Bayern said, we're going to go back and sign him.
Want him still.
Oh, I can't believe they
How
did
much
that.
is this? 60 mil? Was
Dude,
it?
a lot of
Yeah,
money.
it was a lot of money.
A lot of money. And he just doesn't fit like their play style at all. Like, I
He needs
understand you need a
two
6, but
midfielders
you
beside
need
him.
a 6 that can play the ball. And Palhinha's
Yeah.
not that guy. Guerrero playing midfield in 2024.
Crazy.
Come on,
What happened to Lamer?
right? Lamer, I think, got hurt, right? But even
Yeah,
him too, like
That's not Bayern
like,
quality.
these
man.
aren't like these are Bayern players that are good off the bench, good to be kind of the accessory guys. But dude, like Bayern Munich midfielders, I'm thinking Schweinsteiger. I'm thinking
Thiago. They're missing that Thiago.
I'm
I'm
thinking
thinking Chamoshuk.
Timnashuk too, dude.
Yeah.
What a
But, like,
player.
you have these like midfields, like a good
down.
a good complement in the midfield, right? And I think that's what they're lacking right now. Someone that can really take over and control the game.
Like a Javi Martinez.
Javi Martinez. Javi Martinez was the glue guy.
He was actually good at
They
Bayern.
always had that glue guy, Javi Martinez. Dude, not for anything. I don't think Joao Palhinha is a glue guy. He's a good player, but not at the level of Bayern Munich in the Champions League, trying to compete and winning the Champions League. I don't think they can do it with that midfield, me personally, and with that striker.
Fair. Look, you mentioned Barca losing to Monaco. That's a budding Monaco side, so I'm okay with that.
Budding's crazy.
But let's look at the other side of Spain, the capital,
Oh god.
Madrid. You
Yeah.
know?
Atletico.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet. But
I was hoping.
the other side of the Clásico, if you will, Madrid, you know, emphatic win against Dortmund. What was it, 5-2?
Yeah.
5-2 dub. Another Brazilian with a hat trick, Vinny Jr.
Yeah.
Almost a statement game for him, considering I believe the Ballon d'Or announcement is on Monday. So, you know, timing's looking good. El Clasico this weekend, that could really be like the big kind of showcase. But, you know, 5-2 win in the Champions League. Man, like, it was a show.
down.
It was a show at the Bernabeu.
Dude, we let them have it. Let's be honest. Like, dude, not for anything. Dude, I go back to the message in the group chat. I said as soon as that substitution was made, I said the game's over.
Did you?
100%. Go look in the group
Yeah,
chat.
you
As
did.
soon as the substitution was
It was
made
so
in the
obvious.
55th minute,
Crazy.
you're bringing on Waldemar Anton. Oh, that's what I'm saying, bro. Come on, dude. This is not like, don't get me wrong. Great season at Stuttgart last year, German international, yada yada yada.
You're facing Real
But
Madrid.
dude, you're facing Real Madrid, the team that just beat you in the Champions League last year. You were playing
finals.
in the finals last year, dude. You were playing them off the pitch. First
Oh
half,
my God,
dude,
all over them.
They're all over them, creating chances, playing high pressure. The team looked solid. There's no need to disturb that team in the 55th minute. You're gonna bring on a center back to shore up the game. Sure, 75 minutes onwards, try it. 15 minutes plus added time, you can hold off Madrid for 2 goals. Fair play. 55th minute, you think you're going to hold Madrid off at the Bernabeu in the Champions League. You've lost the plot, Sahin. I'm sorry. That substitution was just like, it was mind-boggling. And then Emre Can right back. I couldn't believe my eyes. First of all,
He was class. No,
What
at
are you
Liverpool, he
watching?
was a class right back at times.
dude,
gosh.
first of all, at Liverpool, that was almost 10 years ago, right? Right? He had a purple patch in the 6 where he was okay because he has good recovery speed, can't play the ball, takes too many touches, right back against Vinny Jr. Brother, we handed him the hat trick.
You think?
He didn't
Yes.
earn the hat trick. Did you see the goal that he scored? Emre Can was jogging back from the bloody halfway line with his hands up here, looking like Raheem Sterling running. He was jogging back against poor Nicolas Sule. Had to cover for like 3 guys there. Bless his
It was
soul.
4-2 already at this point.
But dude, you're the captain of the team. You're
Yeah.
not tracking back.
You just came
It's
on.
the Champions League. The only reason why you're playing in this team is because you have mentality. Where?
He's not a footballing genius.
Where is the mentality? I didn't see it there when you're not tracking back for your team. You're not helping your team.
Something
You
Chris
let
would
him
do.
walk in
Yeah.
and score the goal.
I mean, yeah.
But
You
even
let him walk in and score the
Ryerson,
goal.
when he came off, it was like you were, what the fuck's this guy doing?
That's what
What
I'm
is
saying.
Simon doing?
Dude,
He legit had him the first half. Vinny did nothing the first half.
I know. And he did nothing in the Champions League final either, other than the goal that was literally passed to him by Ian Matson. But other than that, dude, Ryerson pocketed Vinny Jr. He's a good fullback. And, dude, you take him out for what? I
He
understand.
didn't look tired.
Yeah.
He didn't look injured.
He wasn't. And, dude, at
That's
the
a
end of the
crazy comment.
Day, yeah. They did. They got diddied. They got diddy-fied in the second half versus Madrid. But, hey, you know what? At the end of the day, it was a game of 2 halves. If I'm going to look at the glass half full,
You won the first half.
we won the first half and we played Madrid off the park, right? If you can take that first half performance, understand what you did well, and take it into the rest of the season, sure. But all I'm saying is, dude, you need to learn from that mistake. You can't be scared of Madrid in the 55th minute in a game where you're playing them off the pitch. You keep going at them. And then they can attack you. The only reason why they can pin you in is because you took off the biggest threat. They were scared shitless of Gittins every time you got the ball.
God.
Every time you got the ball, they were scared shitless. What do? You take him off in the 55th minute, so now they can just dump on you for the rest of the game?
Even Malin was doing his bits, bro,
Dude,
and he came off too.
And Daniel Malin, not for anything, has had a horrendous season. I couldn't believe my eyes when he was playing like that on the field.
Yeah, he was
Leave him on the
crazy.
bloody pitch. You might not ever see him like this again.
Okay, but do you think there's something there, given that Sahin was also a Madrid player at one point?
Let's not.
You're
no,
looking at too much.
I mean,
man.
hey, dude, on the best of days, I love to be a good conspiracy theorist, but I think at the end of the day, all you saw there was inexperience, right? Like you're talking about a coach who's now coaching his third Champions League game, right? His first one of real importance against a really strong side, and he got scared. He tried to park the bus too early, and it cost him, right? I think at the end of the day, if you're Sahi now, you need to look and realize this team now, you've conceded 17 goals with 3 defenders on the pitch.
It's a morale killer for sure.
Versus like 4 goals with a 4-back setup. So, dude, the 3-man chain, I'm sorry, it doesn't work. Waldemar Anton doesn't work. Dude, I don't understand. Nicolas Sula needs to play. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hopefully Sahin learns this and we can move on from this. But, yeah, dude, it's not a performance you want. At the end of the day, dude, the morale's so high in that first half. Dude, you're buzzing. The boys are buzzing. You're thinking, dude, we're getting revenge. And then
Something had to happen at
you
halftime.
get bumped.
No, it's Madrid, bro. You always know that every time Madrid is playing a Champions League game, you can always bet on it, and I've done it before. A comeback for Madrid.
Dude, I'm telling you now,
you can almost guarantee a comeback from Madrid at any moment.
they're not coming back if you don't make that substitution in the 50-50.
But you also, it's not sustainable to do what they were doing in the first half for the whole game.
Bro, they had 2 chances, Dortmund, when they counterattacked in the second half, and they almost scored.
Dude, not for anything.
It's not sustainable though.
Dude, it's sustainable when you're coming out of halftime. You played 10 minutes after halftime. You don't need to make a switch 10 minutes.
Yeah,
after
it was early, but like
it was way too early.
so it was a tactical mishap, but I think it was inevitable that they were going to lose this.
No.
In my opinion, yes.
Dude, I think if you can keep off the pressure, dude,
You can't.
they didn't pin Dortmund
Why
in
not?
Bro, you could
the first half at all.
you could, but that's Madrid. The first half of how many games they look
But dude,
like they're not playing, and then second half of the second half,
yeah.
they just turn on and they score like 4
That
goals.
doesn't,
So, dude,
but doesn't mean that
take
Madrid
off,
can't
you
lose.
take off your only counter-attacking threat. What are you doing? You're giving them nothing to worry about.
Exactly.
Now, Carvajal has nothing to worry about.
Bro,
I know.
Vasquez was
Has
making
to worry
runs
about.
every time because he didn't have to care about
Vasquez.
anything.
Whoever is there, there's absolutely
Yeah.
nothing.
Playing
had
two
to
in the
just-
back.
they had
They played
no
2
they had no
center backs.
step
That's
back.
it, bro.
Didn't have to
Rodrigo, Rudiger was going up.
Dude, they could have taken
had
Courtois. They
nothing.
could have taken Courtois out of the net. They could have pulled Courtois and had an
Rudiger was
extra
making
player on the
runs.
pitch.
No, it was bad.
It wouldn't have made a
tactically.
difference.
They,
It
they,
was
they messed.
poor.
He messed up.
He messed up. He learns from it. We move on. Regardless, you know what? Vinny Jr. hat trick, Ballon d'Or incoming. It's inevitable, I think, at this point. But yeah, I don't know. Mbappe, didn't see him. Did he
Got an
play?
assist.
Did he play?
You
Mbappe?
didn't see it?
Didn't see him. Did he play?
Rodrigo got an assist too and came off injured.
Did he play Mbappe?
Rodrigo did more than Mbappe.
You didn't see it?
Did he play?
Yeah, he was in the lineup.
He was there? Okay. I was just curious. I didn't really see him.
I heard some French speaking on the pitch.
Might have been Camavinga. But no, yeah, I think big takeaways from this game. Obviously, they scored 5 goals for the first time. They looked pretty good. But Rodrigo and Courtois now missing for El Clasico. Big.
Courtois actually got injured.
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
not playing for El Clasico.
He's not playing.
Yeah.
Lunin will be in it.
Well, in terms of that transition, yeah, man, El Clasico. Yeah. Basically what you just said. I'm not worried.
You're not worried. No?
As a big,
I
That was a crazy transition.
gulp of air there. Yeah.
I mean, they're both coming in on a high, like serious highs.
It's gonna be a good game.
serious highs.
Good game.
Top players got hat tricks. Man, like Barca are looking deep. They've never looked this deep
What do you mean?
in a while.
Like deep in like what way? Like
The squad.
They've always had deep team. They just didn't know how to
No,
use these
no,
players.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Bro, last year
Don't
their team
come
was
with
deep.
that.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
Yes, it
bro.
was.
We've had
Yes,
so
it
many
was.
injuries,
Give me your
man.
last team that wasn't deep.
We've had so many.
Who's
Yeah,
on
we've
the
had
bench?
a deep what's it called team, but they've always been injured. We've
I
always
literally
had
just
players
said
injured.
no. They also
We've
did
always
not
had
use them
injured
right.
players.
You didn't use half your players
We
right.
have injured players every time, bro. Pedri was injured a lot. Gavi was injured. De Jong's been injured the whole season last year, basically.
Yeah.
We've had injuries this whole time last season. Even this season, beginning of the season, we're having injuries. So don't say, "Oh, we have
Bro,
a
you-
deep team."
you
no,
did-
we
you-
have players
you-
that are starting to really.
You
ball
have
out
had
now.
a deep team,
No,
yes.
our benches were cheeks.
We had no one coming off
When?
the bench,
What,
man.
okay.
We had Fermin
okay.
Lopez back then.
Okay, Roberto, Dest, Oriol Romeo.
Bro, you were hyping Dest when he came to Barca.
Okay, but
That was like
he's
3 or
clearly
4
cheeks.
years ago, man.
Yeah, but who made him cheeks? You guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, but nonetheless, you look at our bench in the game in the Champions League. There was Gavi on the bench, Dani Olmo on the bench.
Ansu Fati.
Like,
Yes, it's
Yeah,
because
great.
all those players are coming back from injury. First of all,
Exactly.
If it was the other way around and all the players were starting and you had the guys starting on the bench, you'd say otherwise. We have no depth.
I mean,
Just
Like
because
who?
Fermin Lopez, yeah, he's having a good season so far. Kubarsi, yeah, he's obviously a great. You know, like these players are obviously outstanding. If it was last
Kubarsi's
season
starting
and
all
all
the
these younger guys weren't playing as they are now, and they weren't like figures already or statement players, and they are on the bench, oh, our team's not our team's not deep. That's why we're losing.
the only 2 players that you could say wouldn't be starting is Casado and Fermin Lopez. That's it. You bring on De Jong.
Those guys were on the.
Casado,
Well,
and you
Fermin
bring
Lopez was
on-
on the team last year.
and he was good last
Yeah.
year. He scored in El Clasico.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what's the difference from last year's team and this year's team?
The coach.
Exactly. They had the same depth.
Nah,
Yes.
yeah,
we didn't have Gavi last year. He was injured.
you didn't have Balde starting.
Last year?
Yeah,
No.
he didn't start.
He wasn't a good player last year.
Yamal
Just
wasn't starting last year.
Flick made him good again.
Lopez, Kubarsi, and Casado and Kubarsi, Inigo Martinez weren't starting last year. This your team you're playing on this starting lineup 11
It's the same team.
is the same team. These guys are literally just bench players of last season.
Yeah.
With Xavi.
Bar injuries, too. There was a lot of injuries last year.
Bro, every team has injuries. That's still your
Yeah.
team.
But now we're finally going into a game that we...
You have a lot of depth,
we
and
have-
you've
Well,
had.
I
A,
just said we're looking
We
deep.
do have a...
but you've been looking deep.
Not
I've been
really.
saying it for
It's the exact
time.
same
You guys
team,
been
man.
looking
But
It's
deep.
the exact
everyone
same
was
team.
injured.
You
It's the
guys,
exact same team.
dude, you're
That means we weren't deep. They weren't available.
yeah. I guess I understand what you're saying, but like, you're only deep right now because you don't have any injuries at all,
Yeah,
which is very
it's beginning
rare.
of- it's like
Dude, last year, if
early.
anything, you guys might even been even deeper, if you think about it, right? Because last year, you
But
had,
we
like-
weren't because they weren't available.
Yeah, yeah,
That's simple.
they weren't available, right? But yeah, no, I think it's looking good for Barca. A lot of depth, a lot of young, exciting players.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on from these El Clasico teams. I'm gonna go through the Monday games
That's
and
had enough.
Monday,
Tuesday games. Sorry, whatever. The October 22nd games. Shut up. We're gonna go through
mad.
some of the games that we're probably not gonna talk about. So Monaco won 5-1. That brings them to an undefeated record.
Ooh, 3-0. Oh.
2-1-0.
budding team.
I don't think we're gonna. We're probably not gonna talk about Sporting and Sturm Graz. So that Sporting won 2-0. That also brings them still undefeated, 2-1-0.
So my 2 dark horses are all undefeated: Aston Villa and Sporting.
Ooh.
Aston Villa are undefeated. They're 3-0.
Let's wait for them to play a good team.
Man,
Yeah, Bologna's not a good team this
I
year.
tried to tell, man.
Girona won their game. They got their first win, but against a team that hasn't won a game yet. Slovan, I don't know how to say this. Bratislava.
Yeah,
You could pronounce it.
Slovakian team.
Okay, so that's that. Now, what else happened on Tuesday? We had Arsenal 1-0 against Shakhtar. Do you want to talk about that?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, so they had one goal.
It was an
own goal. Yeah. So it wasn't. It's not like
How
anything
much to
crazy.
say
on it.
there?
Just tell me about
Classic.
Oh, but
Arsenal.
your boy's injured now.
Who?
Calafiori.
Oh,
Yeah, I know
ACL.
ACL.
tell me about the Canadian, man.
Joe David.
What do you do?
That's Wednesday's game. Hold on. Let's stay on Tuesday. Let's stay on
Okay,
Tuesday.
My fault.
What else happened Tuesday?
So we had AC Milan Club Brugge. We have Anthony Lafleur in the chat, Milan fan.
Yeah, good win for Milan.
Pulisic Olympico.
Yeah, shout out Chicho Camarda. He made his debut, but
Offside.
offside
yeah.
goal, man. But they raised him to the rafters pretty much.
Did
So
you see that?
you could tell they really rate the kid.
Well, they picked
Yeah.
him up and everything. Literally, it reminded me like a Pele, bro, when they picked him up.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
Football genius.
Because I think they see him as like the chosen one of the club,
yeah,
like
yeah,
They
yeah.
do.
the next up. So they're giving him that love.
Good.
And
I
it's
love
Chicho.
it.
It's Chicho Camarda, man.
Good for Italian football.
He didn't act. But they did not count.
No,
No.
he was offside.
Offside.
Oh,
Robbed him of his big moment, but he still got the photo out of it.
it's 3-1.
Yeah, it's an iconic.
I'd be pretty happy about it.
photo needs
Yeah.
context so badly.
You guys see those some Instagram pictures of like people's accounts and socials, like them doing like a bicycle kick, but like,
Like
in,
the
the, in the real
interaction.
game, like the ball's not even near them.
Yeah,
I haven't seen
You
that.
never see like those memes of like
Yeah, I've seen it,
people's
yeah.
socials and they have like the craziest like profile picture of them in like a footy game,
Really?
but like. You look at the real game and watch the real game, like the bicycle kick, the shot went like far, like
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
throw in, or like, or like as worldly the goal wasn't even near the net. It's just the way the angle was shot from the picture.
Yes.
Like Kamada puts his goal.
He looks sick doing it. That's
He's like,
why.
"Oh, that goal was offside.
yeah.
But yeah,
Well, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be too upset if I was him. You got a sick IG pick out of it.
Yeah, and you know what? Like
Could frame that.
He showed that, you know, if he times his run a little bit better, he can score goals on the big stage, right? Which is huge for what, 16, 17-year-old.
And it gives them
Right.
a lot of confidence too, like
Yeah.
for your fans and your teammates to fucking go crazy when you score.
Yeah.
All you can do now is actually score, and
Yeah.
you know you have some fire now.
Yeah.
well, this is like their next Hakima Stewart. Like this is their next like golden boy.
hope it's not
Where's he
Hakimi
been,
Stewart.
bro?
You know what, bro? Like, for the sake of Italian football, we better hope that it's not
Hakimi Stewart, I know. But this is actually AC Milan's first win of this Champions League season. So they've been off to a rough start, but looks like they're turning it around. I know Club Brugge did get a red card in this game, like the 40th minute, and they ended up tying it with a man down. So I don't know. Milan's kind
They're
of.
still shaky.
All I know is that that they got to pick it up because their team's been pretty shit.
We got Lafleur saying, I was feeling bad for Kamara to not get its first goal, but I can't read
He
it.
has a bright future for us. Our defense is still suspect at times, and most of our goals conceded have come from the right side. So Calabria side. Yeah, you guys don't really have a right back. You guys are maybe missing someone, maybe like Kalulu.
Didn't they sign Emerson Royale?
Yeah,
He stinks.
Bro, come on.
Of all players.
Where's Kalula now?
Juve.
Oh.
But
Oh yeah, you'll be laughing.
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
pal.
you're definitely laughing, brother.
PSG, PSV, 1-1. We had Noah Lang. We haven't heard his name in a
Got
while.
a banger supposedly though.
Yeah, he scored in the 34th, and Hakimi ended up tying the game. PSG only with one win.
You know what it is with PSG? I watched the highlights of the game, bro. They're every single person on that team is selfish.
They've been like that.
They want everyone wants the moment, and even when Colomwani came on, you can tell by his face he was so serious. He's like, why the fuck am I on the bench? Every player on the team is so selfish. That team's never gonna do anything. Never.
Plus, they have one of the hardest schedules, so
Yeah.
That too.
it's not a good look for the Parisien.
They
Yeah.
might actually get knocked out.
I think they'll end up kind of in the play-in. That's probably where they settle
Like
down.
playoff spot.
Yeah, like where you have to play another game to make
Oh,
it.
play in. I thought you
Yeah,
heard.
yeah.
I heard playing.
That's what I heard too. It's because he's so low, I can't hear him.
Yeah.
Matt says Barcola going off this season. I feel bad for him because he's actually nice.
It's
I
okay.
really
It's a good stepping stone for him
It
because now
is.
he's gonna kind of
Don't
lead that
rate
team.
his hair. His
do.
braids.
No, I do rate his hair because
too
no
long,
one
man.
has that.
His
I rate
long
it.
as
I
braids.
like it. It kind
I
of
rate
they
it.
kind of
It's
like
him, you know?
the way it kind of bounces
Yeah.
around when he runs.
It's him.
Yeah.
It's him, man.
He's him.
Okay, then the last game of that day was
Save the best
none
for
other
last.
than Juve versus Stuttgart.
Yeah.
We ended up losing this game because we love to play Weston McKinney at the cam position.
Dude, the way you're throwing Weston McKinney under the bus right now,
Weston McKinney
brother,
is
you can't blame it on one player.
no, it's not. It's not.
Why are you hating on our CONCACAF Crody?
CONCACAF Crody is
He's a good player, but he's not an attacking midfielder, man.
I see why you're not wearing the Juve jersey, huh? That's why, huh?
No, they had a bad game. They had no one to like really. They were missing Coop Miners. That's who they were missing.
You called him
That
Coop.
all the way.
Coop.
It comes down to one player.
No,
I
but
didn't realize you
it
guys spent
is.
so much money on him.
Nah, it doesn't come
It is,
down to
man.
one.
It does.
player,
Coop Miner
man.
makes the team click because of his ability to bring the ball or to receive the ball,
Is
and
Coop Miners playing Cam?
integrate into the attack.
Then? Is he playing Cam?
Yes,
Sounds like a genius to me.
he is. Well, he's an underrated genius.
Is he the best Dutch player in Juve history, you think?
no.
Probably not.
It's
Edgar
not,
Davids,
probably
bro.
not. It's not. It's
David.
no.
You're Davids, bro.
Dude, you're not. Dude, what do you mean?
Maybe Coop Miners has the like the
Is he
ability
forgetting
to be
someone?
better.
This
he
is his
forgetting?
first season. You're already saying he's one of the like, bro. Relax.
Van der
bro.
Sar
Stop
played for
glazing
us.
him. Stop glazing, bro.
Name him.
Dude,
Probably just forgetting.
Dude, he hasn't even surpassed Delict yet.
Oh,
Yeah, seriously.
Come on, man. Put some respect on some of those Dutchies' names. But
yeah, sure.
yeah, no, it's I don't know. Like it's Juve, you know.
No, it was just
Like,
it was just
this season. Like no, I'm being serious. Like, it's
That's the best answer you
no,
could
no,
give.
but
him.
you guys,
Just give
you,
it
no,
takes.
you guys need to let me finish. It's a lot of rotation. Like they haven't really found like I feel like they haven't found their best 11 yet. Like,
No,
they
we
brought-
have.
They brought in a lot of good players this season, but they haven't consistently been playing their best 11 together to kind of have a consistent string of results. It's been a lot of like 0-0 draw, 1-1 draw, 1-0 win. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's very
breeze.
inconsistent. Like they've looked like relatively decent defensively. Like they're not leaking goals and getting 5 bumped past them in the second half like some of our teams. But Like they're lacking a little bit going forward. Like they don't look convincing in any of these games, which honestly I'm very surprised about because I honestly thought with Mota coming in that was going to change. But I honestly sometimes forget that Allegri's not the coach anymore.
No, it's honestly we're gonna say like Barca say it's the injuries. Like we have so many injuries, it's insane. Like we have Danilo. I love Danilo, but he might be finished. He might be finished. Yeah.
He got dropped from the Brazilian squad. I'm pretty sure
He
he's
might
done
have to get dropped from
That's
this
your
Juve
captain,
squad.
bro.
He is. I love Danilo. He's a great
Wait,
player.
I thought Gatti was captain.
No, Danilo's the captain. Danilo just wasn't playing.
Gatti's second captain.
Yeah.
Was Gatti playing this game?
No, it was Kalulu and Danilo.
Interesting.
Why wasn't Gatti playing?
He's not fully fit.
That's what
But,
they all say.
But Danilo comes on. Oh, not comes on. He played this game, had a terrible performance, ends up getting a red card, concedes a penalty shot. Penalty shot was saved by Perin, but after that, like we were attacking them with 10 men, but like, what are you gonna do?
What happened with Di Gregorio?
Got a red card last game.
Oh,
A lot of red cards.
What's with your team?
Red cards and injuries are just messing us up.
Yeah, but no, like I mean, all things considered, man, hats off to Stuttgart. They absolutely played Juve off the pitch.
Yeah, they played well. First half.
I think they played good both halves. Like
They played good second half, but first half they dominated.
Yeah, like I think they had more shots on target than Juve had total shots.
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, I remember you showing the stats of the
right,
game.
which is dude, it's impressive. Like
There was a lot of like shots that wouldn't like ever go in though.
Yeah, but like they definitely played on the front foot, which is surprising. Like going away, at Juventus and like having the
An
balls,
established club.
having the balls to go out there and attack the game is something I can only dream of my club doing for a full 90 minutes. But dude, like Stuttgart, very underrated side. They were missing a few key players due to injury as well. Didn't seem to bother them too much. But yeah, good result for Stuttgart. We'll see hopefully if they can kind of keep up with some of the other results that they have. But I think Juve, I think they'll be fine. I think this is like a little bit of a hiccup.
Easy Parisi, what's up?
Yeah,
bro?
this guy just hears Juve and he comes into the chat.
Yeah, that was
Grande
very-
Juve with the laughing, crying face. He also says Juve doesn't get away with what they get away with in the Serie A, in the Champions League.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
So they're getting reds.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let's move on. We're gonna move on to Wednesday's matches. We already talked about Barcelona, Bayern. I'm just gonna go through the ones that we're probably not gonna talk about again. Atalanta, Celtic, tied 0-0. Nothing there. Do we want to talk about Leverkusen, Brest?
Tied 1-1.
Tied 1-1.
Yeah. No Boniface.
No Boniface.
Nothing much to talk about.
Both undefeated teams.
I saw that.
pretty good.
We'll talk about that game. City beat Sparta Prague 5-0.
What else do you expect?
We're all gonna guess that score.
Yeah, but how about that absolute like
Banger.
peach of athleticism from Erling Haaland? That I think that's one of the craziest goals I've ever seen.
That's like Ibra-esque goal.
Yeah.
But like, how does he contort his body to score like that and put enough power on the ball that it's online?
Oh, I can tell you how, buddy.
But like, that's incredible.
You know what it is? Dude, that's footballing genius.
Is it?
But
Footballing
if you're gonna call Haaland, you gotta call Ibra then,
That's a footballing genius right
because
there.
he did the same things.
Erling Haaland, he's a footballing genius. I'm playing. Dude, it's a great goal, great athleticism. Haaland showing that he is the most important and best player at Manchester City. Like we already knew, no Rodri, no problem.
Played
For
Sparta
Manchester
Prague.
City this season, 5-0, no problem.
That's also
Haaland.
one of the biggest clubs in Czech.
Yeah, biggest club in Czech Republic. But,
Czech, bro.
What?
yeah, man.
Have some respect. They probably have like over like 30 national titles. That's a big club.
Ooh,
They're pretty much, dude. They're pretty much the Juve. of
Oh yeah,
Czechoslovakia.
oh yeah, man.
Okay, but is that Erling Haaland goal not like the peak of athleticism?
It is. It's a great goal.
For someone
Like-
his size.
Like
yeah.
that goal blew my mind.
Yeah.
I'm not even like trying to be extra with it. It blew my mind.
Sure.
How does he score that?
I've seen Quinto do one of those before.
No.
Yeah.
It reminded me like some anime freaking
Like
shows.
Gulak?
Yeah.
Like
Crazy.
a normal person is headering that.
Yeah, seriously.
And the way he got the bounce on it too.
Yeah, perfectly.
Like oh my god, like lots of respect for Erling Haaland, man.
Hashtag.
After I saw that goal, I gained a newfound respect. I didn't respect him before. Now I do.
Ballon d'Or?
No,
Next year?
because right now the front runner for Ballon d'Or is probably Rafinha for the next Ballon d'Or.
Rafinha's not winning the Ballon d'Or next
No, but
year.
he's the front runner right now.
Nah, it ain't gonna happen.
Rafinha.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Oh,
Who else would be the front runner right now?
come on, bro.
Is he not having the best season in the world right now?
No, man.
Who
Who
is?
is?
He's not having a top 3 season in the world right now.
Come on, bro. Rafinha front runner for Ballon d'Or.
Who's having a better season?
Who's having a top? Who are the top
Can
3?
it get worse than this year? Come on, bro.
Rafinha's pretty up there. Not gonna lie. I'll tell you right now.
Who are the
his
top 3
beats.
performers of the season? Then?
Haaland.
Wait. You said absolute no, so you have to have at least 3 people
you
in your
have to
mind.
respond. We're waiting for you to respond.
Okay,
we can't
okay.
Give me,
have anyone else respond.
give me 5 people in your mind.
5.
Yeah, because you said absolutely not.
Yeah, and absolutely.
I said
it's
absolutely not
Nets
the.
and
I
Bucks.
said not the front runner.
Okay, so who's the front runner?
Front runner is tough, right? I mean, if I had
Give
to
me
just,
3 people ahead.
off the top of my mind, 3 people ahead of Rafinha in the
Give us
Ballon d'Or
absolutes.
race for next season. Absolutes. Let me see.
Taking too long.
What, dude? There's
Bro,
there's
Erling Haaland, just say
there's so
him.
many players. Okay, Haaland.
Yeah, that's fine to
I was
say.
trying to not be like with like the obvious ones.
It's
You gotta say the
Ballon d'Or.
obvious ones.
Haaland, I think, is definitely one. I mean, theoretically, you could also argue Vinicius Jr. as well.
Yeah, sure.
If you had to go that route, Matt's
Man's waffling,
I
yeah.
know, I'm waffling a little bit, Matt. Lamine Yamal, I guess, could be in there too. Is the Euro like included or no Euro?
No,
No
the
Euro.
Euro was included in the
In
one
the
that's about to
recent
be
one.
awarded.
Okay, yeah, so that's still tricky. He's top 5. Give me some. I gotta think of the rest. He's top 5 for sure. Like maybe Mohamed Salah in there too.
Yeah, but now you're just naming names.
No, I'm naming players that I think
Gatti?
could be in consideration. You know, for kind of being up there.
But if
Right.
you're top 3, top 5, that's like that's
know.
almost a definition of like
Yeah.
front runner. Like you're up there.
I mean, Kareem Adeyemi before injury, right? If we're going, based on
Who?
the season, Kareem Adeyemi this season, bro. I'm pretty sure he has maybe even more GA than Rafinha this season, if that's what we're basing things off of.
No, he doesn't.
If we take out the games he missed.
I think
injury, right?
Rafinha's front runner with like if you add in how many like captains he's had a game like per game, because he's had quite a few captaincies, so you never know, maybe
You're
he'll be up
just trying
there.
to be
we're,
different.
we're counting it as a stat.
Just go to the next game.
Thuram could be there. He's been cooking this year.
Okay, so no,
He's a
this-
pre-
He's
hasn't.
cooking. But if you put Rafinha, you got to put Thuram.
that, I know, and I hate that we're having this conversation
You
because
put
like
Thing in
look
there
at the
too,
names that
Lautaro?
we're talking
Shout
about.
out Marcus.
No,
man.
Taro hasn't. He's been off.
At that point, might as well just put in Coop Miners.
Shout out Marcus. man.
Yeah. All right, let me get rid of these last 2 games. Dinamo Zagreb beat Salzburg 2-0, and Feyenoord beat Benfica 3-1. So now to the important games.
Hey,
We
every
have-
game's important.
Every game is important. Oh, I missed one. Inter beat Young. Did I say that already?
No.
Inter beat Young
No,
Boys.
1-0,
Inter beat
Marcus
Young Boys
Thuram,
1-0.
Good goal.
All right, now for the
Last
real
minute.
games. The last minute. Liverpool versus Leipzig. I thought this was going to be. I thought Leipzig was going to
Exciting
get
game.
absolutely dominated, but they actually made a game out of it. It was 1-0. Goal by Nunez early on, 20-something minute, assist by Salah. So now that puts Leipzig in a bad spot. They're a pot 1 team, and they have 0 wins. 0 wins, 3 losses.
I mean, that's a problem. I mean, look, Liverpool's one of the best teams on the planet right now. Did Curtis Jones play?
That's a friend of a pod.
Because,
pod.
I mean, if he played, I can tell you a reason they got 3 points.
No, he didn't. No. Oh, he got subbed on, yeah.
Yeah, he played.
There you
I
go.
think he got subbed in there.
He
yeah.
did.
There you go. He's one of the best midfielders in the Premier League right now.
No, I mean, hey, you're not wrong. Like, dude, Liverpool looking extremely strong. I mean, some of us actually had Liverpool as their Champions League winners this season.
Some people are crazy.
Obviously, we know ball. But yeah, Leipzig, honestly, they've had the hardest run to start. 0-3 for sure. But dude, look at the 3 teams they played. They've played
Yeah.
some very.
They
very
played 10 men Juve and lost.
They played Juve. They played Atletico Madrid, and now they played Liverpool. That's realistically the hardest 3 games any team has had.
Pretty tough stuff.
So yeah, I think definitely disappointing looking at the record itself. But
Do you expect them to turn it around, though?
I think they have one of the harder schedules as well. They got pretty screwed for being like a pot 1 team. Because we'll see what happens, right? Like,
Yeah, but as a pot 1 team, you should be coming away with some results. Like they should have had at least a tie in one of these games.
they should have probably tied Madrid and beat Juve realistically. So I think
With 10 men, yes.
yeah, you can be disappointed in those 2 results there. Liverpool, I think, have been one of the best teams in football this season. So I think
Yeah.
it's hard to argue.
You
and
put your money on Liverpool.
and they only won 1-0. Like, they didn't get kind of blown out. I think they lost Xavi Simons in this game, unfortunately, as well.
Oh yeah.
Bad injury.
Bad
Really?
injury as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Animo Chavi.
Yeah,
Animo.
great player, but yeah, no, definitely. One of the teams that are kind of leaving a lot to be desired. In the Champions League so far this season would definitely be Leipzig, but man, up the pool.
Yep,
Up the
pool.
And yeah, for those that haven't noticed, new display pro right here
Up the pool.
in frame. Signed by our great friends of the pod, Martin Skirtle and Lucas Leiva, Liverpool
Yeah.
icons.
It's wild.
New kid up there. Looks awesome. I think it adds a lot of vibrancy to the wall.
Actually does.
New kid on the block.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. All right. Next up on the chopping block, Atletico Madrid versus Lille. The ultimate Jonathan David.
I mean,
Jay has something
look,
to say. Go.
Jonathan David, man.
Well
He
played.
runs Madrid. He scored against Real Madrid. He scored against Atletico Madrid.
Scored 2 against Atletico.
Joe David, I mean, he might be the king of CONCACAF right now.
Oh, 100%. He's the king.
I mean, we're looking at Christian Pulisic, who's on incredible form for Milan. But look, Joe David scored against
This is
both
like a card.
Madrids. And weren't both of those in... no, sorry. The game against Madrid was in Leo's building.
Yeah,
But the game against Atletico was in Atletico's building. And
they were both winning goals.
winning goal. And Joe
Yes.
David got a brace against Atletico de Madrid, too. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we're proud of our guy. Straight from Ottawa, a little bit down the street from us. But it's good to see him representing Canadians, man. He's going to leave on a free this summer. A big club is going to get him for free. So many goals in his locker.
Yeah, I totally agree. Shout out to Balraj. Hola, boys. What's up? What's
Hola.
up?
On Barrage.
But no, you said everything that I was gonna say.
So say it again.
Say it.
All I'm gonna say
You
is
got
that
anything
that Instagram post that he posted.
What'd he say?
That
Do you remember?
was the coldest post ever.
What'd he say?
I
He
actually
can't
don't
remember. He said you can't
Uh,
spell Madrid without me.
Without
Yeah.
Leo, no.
No, without me,
What?
am
You
I?
just said
No,
it.
and then someone who posted it too. Leo posted something after too on Instagram.
Oh, yeah?
His was cold too. Oh, what did they post? Let me bring it up.
Figure your
out.
shit out,
But
man.
yeah, I mean, hey, Lille now have beaten both Madrids.
It's
right?
crazy.
Um,
They actually had a pretty hard road right
pretty
now.
hard road, but they've
I did not
they've-
expect them to do
But
this.
they've also
Played Sporting. They lost
sho-
Sporting.
showed themselves that they can do it. So we'll see what happens, man. They got a lot of exciting players. Unfortunately, they'll probably end up losing most of them in the summer.
I don't
but
know, man.
yeah, I mean, hey, Preezy, yeah, David and Tejan linking up at Inter next year going to be different gravy. I need it. But brother, how many strikers? How many strikers are you gonna play with? Right, like who's leaving if David's going? Right,
Wait, he's coming to Juve.
I don't want him to go to a club where he's not gonna play.
Yeah,
that's
that's
my
the
thing.
thing.
Right, I want him to go to a club where he's gonna play week in, week out. Honestly, like, dude, call me crazy.
Juve.
I would love. You guys gonna call me crazy here?
I'd love to see him at Juve.
No, I wouldn't love
Oh.
to see him at Juve at all. I would love to see him playing for Atletico Madrid next season if Griezmann leaves. I think him and Julian Alvarez in that team together, I think they'd be special
Really?
up top playing
What
together.
about Sorloth?
Yeah, Sorloth, man, come on, dude.
He's
We're
playing
ta-
better
we're-
than Julian.
dude,
He
we're
missed
ta-
like 3 open chances
Dude, we're
last
talking
game.
about Jonathan David here, right? Dude, Jonathan David playing with either of those guys, I think he'd complement both of them quite well. And dude, I would love to see him at Atletico Madrid
It's a good show.
next year. And yeah, dude, he said it, dude. You can't spell Madrid without me. Send him to Madrid. Send him to La Liga. And
I
let
think he'd
him
be nice. He'd be
cook.
nice to La Liga.
Let him
I also do like
cook.
Juve. I
Dude,
do
me
like Juve.
personally, like, I would love to see Joe David on the Gunners.
Ooh.
And I'm not just
Not
saying
what
that
they
because
need.
Balraj is in the chat, but look, Arsenal could use an out and out number 9. Gabriel Jesus isn't his number 9.
David's not out.
He's on number 9.
Yeah, but he has 9 instincts.
He's like a 9.5. Man. He's
he,
like a
he has
9.5.
he has 9
It's like Xerxes.
statistics,
Yeah, he's like a
He
9,
does,
He's like a
but-
9.5, dude.
which Kai Havertz is pretty much doing anyways. So
Yeah, but that's
bring me Joe David to the Emirates. I want him playing Premier League football.
they need something else. They need something different from Havertz.
Yeah.
I would like to see him in the Prem though.
Give me Joe David Premier League.
I do like Premier League. But let me just say this post. So Soccer Bible, Lille, and Joe David collabed on this post. They said the city of Madrid have a Lille problem.
Ooh.
A Lille problem.
That was punny, man. That was yeah.
They
That was
brought the
funny.
boom.
Baller said he'll take him. Don't know about the pace though.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
a bunda though.
Yeah.
Hey,
you know what? Low center
yo.
of gravity, pretty secure with the ball, right? Premier League, I do think he would struggle a little bit in the Prem as kind of a lone 9.
Yes.
And Arsenal
Yeah.
play with like a lone 9. I do think he needs to play with another striker.
Actual striker.
We've seen him, for Canada playing a lot better in a 2-striker setup. Lille oftentimes play with like a second guy up there very close to him. So I think, dude, that's why he has to go to a team where they already have maybe another player he can play with, like an Atletico, maybe like an Inter, maybe like a Juve if they actually play him. Could all be pretty good fits. Dude, even Liverpool, I'll take him at the pool.
Get him.
You'll take him at the pool.
Get him to the
No, to be fair, get him to the red side of Milano.
Nah, their coach is shit. I would not want
they
him
got-
to.
I don't want
they
them
got
to ruin
Kamada
him.
then
I don't want them
Yeah,
to
but
ruin him.
Joe David could change the fortunes of AC Milan.
Yeah.
No.
but
He
who's
has that aura about
Who's,
him.
who's gonna be playing on top of him? Alvaro Morata.
Oh, don't talk like he's not good.
Morata. This guy's been going from girl to team
Girl.
to team, bro. Girl to girl. He's like
What?
he's like that girl that goes from guy to guy, bro.
What are you talking about?
Nah,
He's
Morata-
been to like how many teams now?
not many.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, he has.
Okay. But who's better right now, Joe David or Christian Pulisic?
Pulisic.
Jonathan David.
No.
Why?
Joe David. I got it back.
Actually, maybe it is Joe
It
David,
is,
man.
dude, not maybe it is. It is Jonathan David. What is Pulisic? Pulisic just played well this season,
He's been really good. He's probably been better than Leal this season.
But he had the moments that Joe David's been
but
having.
he's not as good as Jonathan.
Not as big of moments, no. Yeah, I'd probably go Joe David.
I'm a moments guy, and I like the moments.
I don't think it's as big as like a difference as you're making it out to be, though.
It might be, brother.
No, I'm not going off stats. I'm going off performances. Like Pulisic has put in a performance every single time he's played.
Well, he has to, bro. Look at the team he's playing
David
with.
do, bro?
No, I know. I agree with David, but I'm just saying I don't think it's as big as a gap as you're saying.
No, it's not as big as a gap, but Joe David's the guy, bro.
Yeah, I'll agree with Joe David.
It's Joe David, man.
Okay, what's
Shout
the
out
next
to Leo.
game, though?
Shout out to Leo.
That's it for Champions League. I think
That's it?
yeah, they're
You kidding?
yeah, because we skipped out all those like
There's no way, dude.
those unless you want to talk about those scammer,
Scammer, not scamming.
Yeah.
scammer not scammers.
No, I think, like, man, realistically speaking, me personally, so far at this point, I don't know about you guys. I'd love to do a little bit of a pulse check. How we feeling about this new Champions League format so far? Me personally,
I don't mind it.
I really enjoyed it. I think we've seen a lot more high-end fixtures than we usually do.
You
and
also
there's
have
still
seen
a lot more to come.
a lot of weak fixtures.
But you see weak fixtures all the time.
But wouldn't you not see the same number of good fixtures as weak fixtures? As do they have now? Like,
What do you mean?
how many good fixtures were on Tuesday?
How many good fixtures were on Tuesday? A couple good ones.
But see how like in a regular format, like we would talk about every single game.
We would
Like-
only talk about every single game because
We had to.
we had to, right? Whereas now you're kind of skipping over some of these games.
are
Realistically speaking, like some of these games aren't poor. We're just not talking about them because they don't involve a big team. Because you don't have the condensed group makes some games seem bigger than they actually are, right, dude? If we had a condensed group, let's say for example you had like I don't know, Man City, AC Milan, Bratislava and Girona in a group, we'd be talking, oh, dude, Girona beat Bratislava. Can they take out Milan in the group? That's what we'd be saying because that's the narrative that now we're making because the group is condensed. But now because there's so many teams fighting against each other, you don't really care about that game as much. But if it was in a group, you'd care more.
Straight up, the only good game on Tuesday was just the Madrid-Dortmund game.
Yeah, but that's what it's like on a normal group as well. If you're lucky,
Yeah,
if
but
you have a
exactly,
good
we're
game.
not getting more or less than what we were been
You're
getting
getting
before.
more. You're getting
No,
more.
and then Wednesday,
You're getting more for
it's
sure.
just the Barca game and the Liverpool game. Like Atletico Madrid versus Lille is definitely a good game, but like your eyes aren't really. What are you putting on? You're either putting the Barca game or the Liverpool game.
But dude, you're getting more high end fixtures now. Statistically, you just are. Like Leipzig now have faced 3 big teams, and they would only face maybe
Facts.
one big team if you had a group.
Like Salzburg versus Dinamo Zagreb, that's an Europa League game.
Dude, that's a 3-4 place group game, 3rd versus 4th in some groups. Dude, go look at last season. Go look at Manchester City's group. I guarantee you, every single game in that group was irrelevant.
Any team that City plays that isn't a top 5 team is going to be relevant.
Yeah, but that's just the nature of it. But now you're getting,
Cities,
you're getting,
who
you're
are
getting better games.
Who are City's biggest competitions when it comes to the Champions League?
City have an easy route.
So same thing as the other group stage.
No, because now you're getting better games, dude. You're getting
Yeah,
a lot more
despite
better
City,
games. It's
we're
just-
talking about,
it's-
like, the
dude,
rest
It's
of
just a
the-
fact. You're getting
Yeah.
more better games.
You are.
Dude, you already had Juve.
You're prone to see better games.
Mathematically, that's a fact.
It's
is what you're saying.
mathematically a fact. That's what I'm saying. Because there's more teams playing, right? Which is good or bad for the game, right? Leave it up to yourself to decide. But you're getting to see more bigger games. Dude, Juve have already played what? They played Leipzig already, right? But they still have to play. Who do you guys still have to play? Some big games. You still have to play
think we
some
got-
big games.
I can probably tell you right now.
Couple.
Dortmund already played Madrid. Still got to play Barca.
Yeah.
Barca
Right?
still, yeah.
You're not pulling two teams like that in your group.
No, there's gonna be a lot of big games.
No,
still, obviously.
legally you can't. You wouldn't be able to.
Right.
Yeah. It's impossible.
So you're seeing, you're seeing fixtures that you wouldn't previously see, more than likely,
Yeah.
right? Which is cool, I think.
Yeah.
But you guys don't like it? Like, what are you guys
No,
saying?
I do.
I
I
like
do.
it.
I mean, I'm having a great time watching Champions League soccer, man.
Guys, like, turning into different cars, bro. This whole freaking
No, it's like
What, bro?
stream, bro.
it's like I got my joy back for a few reasons.
Yeah.
One, Barca are good again,
Yeah.
and Neymar's back, so I'm enjoying soccer again.
You feeling like lightning
I watched
McQueen.
Neymar's first game back. I actually tuned in,
Yeah.
and my joy was back.
How was it?
It was pretty good.
La Jolla is back.
Yeah, so I have a reason to
Duval?
watch soccer again. Before I was only watching international soccer before.
Which is crazy.
Neymar wasn't playing either. You'd be probably more depressed watching international soccer.
I know. I didn't have my joy.
But you know what, dude? I'm happy you have your joy back.
We got a lot of comments.
Yeah, Easy Crazy says Pulisic single-handedly saving Fonseca's job.
Yep, facts.
And Jutla says he's loving the new UCL concept.
Balraj, why you call him by his
Balraj.
last name?
I thought you were talking about Fed on Jude's glove.
Yeah,
The old Barca guy.
Yeah.
Forgot about that guy.
Yeah, it will potentially skew goal scoring records and stuff like that, but I think, dude, that's inevitable. Like,
Yeah.
people are just playing more games now in general, so I think like goal scoring records from the past, like unfortunately, they're just gonna get thrashed.
And to
right?
be fair, the most goals in a World Cup ever still hasn't been broken since 1958.
Yeah.
And look how many games have been extended since
Yeah.
then. How many more rounds?
So you know,
No
what?
one's beaten 13 goals since Just Fontaine.
To be honest, if I was playing, I destroyed already. But Balraj, I said Julia again. Balraj says more money to go,
Yeah.
more money to go around these clubs and make them more competitive.
Yeah, of course. That's the reason why they did this.
Yeah, more money, more games.
course, you're right.
More fun.
Then
That's what I'm saying.
Anthony Lafleur is agreeing with Pulisic has become as much of an important player as Leal, Magnan, and Teo. That's how much of a
Manyan.
okay. That's how much of an an impact he's made for us. Reinders is evolving into a complete midfielder as well.
Yeah, man. Johnny Reinders got a man of the match.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did 2 goals.
Yeah, he's
Did
been-
pretty
he's
Shout out
been
to
well.
Johnny, man.
He's been good.
Yeah, an Italian Mike.
What's
another
going on?
pod. Meow. Okay,
Shout out
dog.
Italian Mike. man.
Italian Mike, brother.
Italian Mike. Oh,
I need an Italian sub right now, boy.
okay.
But look, so far, like the best players of the Champions League so far.
Let's go.
You
Name
know,
them.
it's Joe David.
Top 3. Top
He's
3
up
right now.
there.
Give us your top 3.
So David might be in one.
Vinny Jr. naturally. And man,
Rafinha.
I gotta say, man, like
Rafinha, Yamal.
man, like John
Lewa.
Duran.
John Duran.
Why? Because of
All
one
right, brother,
banger.
if you want to know who the top players in the Champions League so far have been,
Give us.
I mean, hey, I don't know if you can see my phone from over there, but yes, statistically, he has been the best player. Obviously, that is skewed.
Via what? Sofa score?
No, FootMob. It's
Oh.
just the ratings.
So via FOTMob.
via
Let him
FOTMob.
know.
Yeah, via FootMob. Obviously, that's a little bit skewed because he did only play 2 games. But apart from that, you have Harry Kane, who has 5 GA. Obviously, how many of that came from that first game when they slapped up Dinamo, who are now ahead of them in the standings? I think all of them, for the most part, or pretty much all of them. Rafinha is tied with him, and Guirassy just behind there as well. And a few other key players here as well.
Crazy
who have been
players,
having some
actually.
good games. Matheus Nunes from Manchester City, playing in the Rodri role, showing he can maybe do it.
No.
Florian Wirtz is up there as well, who's had 2 player of the matches as well, equaling Rafinha, who's also appears to be the only other player. Him, Salah, and Wirtz are the only players who have had 2 player of the matches in the Champions League so far, as well as Hakimi, who got kind
I'm
of tossed.
loving it.
So, dude, a lot of good players here. I would say my top player of the Champions League so far is going to be Rafinha. Call me crazy.
I would go Joe David. He's been the Madrid killer.
Yep.
Like for him to go out there and do it against both Madrids,
Yeah.
especially Real Madrid. Like
He didn't start against Atletico, which was I was
Yeah.
surprised he didn't start.
Probably came back late from international duty and whatnot, tired, but
Tied against Panama.
tied against. But, dude, I think, it's definitely some good goals there. 2 penalties, right? You have to kind of take that into
but
consideration
still
as well.
goals, man.
But, yeah, I think Rafinha, he's obviously done it over the course of a few different games.
But you said he's not one of the front runners for Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, so what?
Best player in the Champions League. That's why Vinny's about to get the Ballon d'Or.
Nah, dude.
Yeah.
Vinny-
Well, then how he did nothing for Brazil.
Yeah, but
Champions League clearly bears heavy weight.
Yeah, but
to
the
win
later
Ballon d'Or.
stages, not the group
Yeah,
stage,
dude, we're still early days.
It is true.
Still early days.
or not the
if
league
if he can
stage.
keep this up, dude, sure.
Good things are coming.
But, dude, I would even maybe say Lewandowski.
Yes, I was just
Sure,
saying.
yeah.
so
Why
far.
not?
Lewandowski in there
It's
as well.
been
I think
good.
There's a lot of Barca players you can name in there as well because they've scored a lot of goals.
Do you think they'll ever award his 2020 Ballon d'Or?
No.
Well, they were saying like last year, a couple years ago, that they were going to do it, or we heard speculation.
You don't think
they
they're
would,
ever gonna do it?
No.
We're 4 years gone now.
but- Hey, they've done stuff like that before. Like, didn't CR7 get an award for having the most Champions League like just recently? Like,
Yeah, but
why did he get
that's
that for?
like a Saudi award.
Yeah, that was a
No,
good
that
those
was
are fake.
from the UEFA, dude.
No,
Yes,
don't
they
think so.
invited him to the Champions League
you think?
event. Bro, he was holding the Champions League thing.
Where the?
He didn't get an award for that.
He got an award for having 5 Champions League. They went to some UEFA.
So you won another Champions League for winning 5 Champions League?
No, he won some type of award.
So it's
for
five-
winning the most
win
goals or
5,
something.
get 1
I don't
free?
know.
Balraj saying teams also have to rotate more. Facts. The games are coming super fast. Best manager, you Unai Emery. Good evening.
Good evening.
He's actually been great. He's been a great manager for this Villa side. He's actually like
Relax.
brought
Let's
them
see
to-
how they face against. the
No,
national team
don't say lesser
besides
team.
Bayern.
they've been fantastic the past 2 seasons he's been there. Just not even in Champions League, the Prem. Now he's in Champions League 3-0, and he's been absolutely cooking. Yeah, he's not, I don't know if he's the best manager, but for what he's been doing for this Villa side is insane.
So do you think Aston Villa is the biggest club in Birmingham?
Who else is in Birmingham?
Birmingham City,
Birmingham City,
That's
baby.
it, just those 2.
top clubs, yeah.
Then yeah,
Fair.
Anthony Lafleur, Samuel Chukwueze is also rounding into form for us at Milan, as well as Noah Okafor coming off the bench as super subs.
There you go.
I think you're rating these guys a little bit too highly. Fonseca's just
What you would do to have him playing your cam role right now?
None of those
And
guys
none.
are. None of those guys are 10s, brother.
Yeah, but
no,
better
those
than McKinney, no?
No.
probably not. But I don't know. I think Fonseca is going to be out the door soon, and I think you guys need him to be out the door because he's no good.
But why is he no good? What is he? What is
He just
doing?
he's not a good tactical manager. He's not good. He's just not a good manager, and we've seen this before at many teams that he's coached. I believe last year was Marseille, it was Marseille. At Roma, we've seen it. It's just not good. Emery and Flick have been the best managers so far in Champions League.
I agree.
Emery and Flick.
I agree.
I mean, I guess you could throw Pep in there too. Like he's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah. He's just. It's just not exciting to talk about.
Yeah.
Like it's not exciting to talk about City because it's almost like you only talk about them if
Inevitable,
they do
man.
something wrong.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
But
so you got to throw Pep in there because
Yeah, but
Pep.
who cares, man? Jutla, Balraj.
why do you keep calling him by his last name?
I don't know.
I love it. I love the last name. Not related to UCL. We should talk Pogba.
Oh, we talk so
Oh,
much
no.
Where
Pogba.
does he end up?
No, he's not. He's not
He-
going to end up back at Juve.
He wants to go
I-
so badly. He
I
wants
would
to stay
Well,
love-
so
to be
bad.
fair,
I would love
he
it.
was just courtside at Miami Heat
Yeah.
yesterday watching Jimmy Butler play.
So
So,
I can tell you where he's going.
he might be at Inter Miami
Oh,
I wouldn't mind. That'd
come
be cool.
next season.
Didn't he also like a month ago, a couple weeks ago, come out with like an interview with someone? I forgot who. I think it was ESPN or something. He was talking about how he hopes to stay at Juve. He
Yeah,
really wants to try Juve. Blah 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 blah.
I would love him.
He
at
has a
Juve.
soft spot for Juve, and if I can see him staying there somehow, some way. I can see him. You know what? Let's give him a chance. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, hey, at the end of the day, right? Would he start over Weston? Not West. He would start over McKinney, but would he start over
Coop miners.
Coop Miners?
No.
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 Ah, that's hard for you to say that. Huh?
Oh, Coupe has been insane. No, I think he would be in the double pivot, but he wouldn't be like a straight out CDM. Like he might
So
play. Like,
who's he starting over?
I think.
How you
I
playing
think
with him
literally
then?
any.
How you playing with him? Then?
I don't know how good he is now. He hasn't played in how long? Like as of right now, he's not starting.
But you think he hasn't been training or anything? Like he's just been sitting his ass?
No, he's obviously been training. But if he could get back to top form, then yeah, he starts. It would probably be.
Isn't like I'm not saying I'm not giving him the same quality as Neymar, but Neymar's obviously been training. Like they're gonna have a difference on the team no matter what.
Yeah, but is that difference going to be off the bench and to make a difference to change the game at the end, or
That's
is
the
that
thing.
going to be to
That's the
start?
thing. Yeah, that's
Does
the thing.
Pogba smoke?
No.
How do you know? How do you know?
He
by that?
doesn't. He doesn't smoke. I've talked to him.
Easy breezy. Get him a one-way ticket to Saudi.
Oh,
Let him link up
Bring him
with
to the
Neymar.
MLS, man. If he goes
Bring him
anywhere.
to TFC, bro. Balraj, I think he plays for another club 18 months.
then goes
Then
to
Saudi,
Saudi MLS.
then MLS or plus MLS.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I mean, maybe. I do think that there are a lot of teams in Europe that'll take a flyer on him, and say like, come play for us. I think, dude,
Marseille, yeah. Marseille
he
wanted
just
him.
fits Marseille like a glove. Marseille have just been assembling all the rejects together.
Hooligans too, hooligan fans, hooligan
rejects,
players.
Like they got,
But they've been cooking.
they're assembling them all. They got a gaffer there who I guess knows what he's doing.
They got Derek Cornelius. A couple good Canadians.
A couple Canadians that could be lining up with Pogba. Maybe we get him to come play for the Canadian national team. Yeah, no, I definitely would like to see him back playing in Europe again, just to see kind of what's good. If it works out, he stays. If not, we can forget about him.
Well, he's what, 32 now?
31.
31? He's still got years in him, I think.
But look, let's have a chat about the marquee game in Europa League. Man United versus Fenner. And look, game ended 1-1, but the moment from the game,
Anthony
Mourinho's post-game presser.
Yes.
He had another iconic line. He was basically talking about how the ref told him something incredible. How he was able to see the challenge in the box and his behavior in the touchline, like at the same time. He was basically like, wow, his peripherals are incredible. Like he's the best ref in the world. One of the funniest post-game press conferences ever.
It was so funny because like when he first got asked that question, he was like, I don't want to talk about this. Then he asked him again, and he was like, oh, yeah, and he just went off. Clearly he did want to talk about it.
Classic Jose.
Football needs Mourinho.
Say that again.
Football needs Mourinho. He brings everything to the game. Him with the media is like a match made in heaven. Yeah. Like he always knows what to say.
You know what? I completely forgot he was even after Fenerbahce, to be honest.
Yeah, me too. It's because you don't follow Turkish football.
I'm sorry, I don't.
But if he was to come back to a top 5 league, like where does he go? I can't see him fitting.
He's Milan?
Man, he should go to like
Can you see him
PSG.
at Milan?
AC Milan?
Can you see him at AC Milan?
Man, give Mourinho some money back because he didn't have any money at Roma. Give him some money again. Get him at PSG. Watch him cook.
I think
like make the signings he wants. You're saying?
Yeah, like he needs some bread.
I think
he's done. He give him some bread. He does his thing. He had no bread at Roma.
He hasn't even at United. Didn't even give him anything that he wanted.
Give him what he wants and he'll cook.
Like he's. I honestly I want to see him with a team that gives him money.
Yeah,
he hasn't had money since like Madrid.
Bro.
Yeah,
this guy's begging for it, bro.
Give that man some money.
But no, 1-1 tie.
No,
is that a good result?
United were the better team, but there was something that I don't know. Jose Mourinho must have said some sort of halftime talk that made these guys click for even 15 minutes of the second half. That 15 minutes, they were dominating.
And JP right on cue.
Yeah.
Hey, JP
United States.
Here we go.
Hey, you said it, not us.
Here we go.
Not only was this a revenge game.
Something I did see, a lot of Man United fans on the timeline were like, man, like, I'm watching this 17-year-old Kubarsi like lead the line for Barca, and I gotta watch Ugarte cook. Like,
Do you know what? Ugarte had a goal line clearance that legit put him in the map for everyone. I think because bro, that was
they
crazy.
played him center back or he's playing.
No,
six?
CDM.
or like
six.
also stuff like Barca are sprouting these players out of the womb, like talking about Casado. And I gotta watch Ugarte cook. You know?
He did cook this game.
Yeah, I mean, Mazraoui at the 10, I think, was a bit of a stroke
Oh
of genius.
my gosh,
Buddy,
how did I forget about that?
JP wants Ten Hag as the manager. I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear Ten Hag out. That's your manager. You're sticking with him.
I was watching on my phone, and I thought it said 8, and I looked close. I'm like, is that a 3 on the back of his jersey?
Yeah, it's
And
from
I'm like,
number 3.
no way. I thought it was a thing.
This looks out of place.
No, Fernandez 8.
Oh, Bruno. Oh, he got it right.
But I see 3. He stuck out like a sore thumb. He didn't know where to be.
Like of all
He
players.
was lost. He didn't know what runs to make. What goes through Ten Hag's mind to think, let me try this guy out in a competition like this?
Yeah, I don't know. What's up, Jin?
Can you imagine like
Top keeper in the chat.
Yo.
Can you imagine being like a young player forward for Man United, and then you see on the team sheet Mazraoui starting 10? How the disrespect?
No.
That's so disrespectful to me.
What's funny?
Where's Mason Mount?
No. Why?
Where's Mason Mount, JP?
Why not change the formation slightly
gosh.
to play Xerxes as a second striker
Yes, do that.
in his actual position?
Play
Play him behind Hojlund.
Look at JP. Free Ahmad. Where's Ahmad? You're playing. That's a good position for Ahmad.
Bro,
Let him free
no.
roam there.
Play Xerxes, and then you'll see the difference. You play him as a second striker. Just play him there, and you'll see a difference. Don't play him as a striker. He's on 9. He's on
How is
9.
Mount injured again?
Because Mount
Holy
sucks.
fuck.
Plus, Anthony came on and then got subbed out, injured.
Did he actually?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Oh my god.
Poor guy, man.
Bro,
Anthony.
he got saw. He came on like literally 10, I don't know 5-10 minutes later. This guy falls to the ground, goes off to the side. They want to sub him. He's like, no, I'm going back on. He walks back on. He's like, it's up.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, he wasted so much time because they were trying to score United. So he like kind of like wasted.
What a
so
shambles of a club.
Okay, hold on. Let's catch up to these. Anthony LaFleur says, but credit to Fonseca. We're going to go back to Fonseca. He's shown that he has balls and he doesn't care about the name on the back of the jersey. And he has made the right subs in certain games, and the players have responded. Yeah, that's for now. You're going to see in a couple months, they're going to be dog shit. But Jaden says, Mourinho for United.
Bring him back.
Dude, can you imagine?
No.
Crazy reunion.
Do not bring him back to United. You're just going to ruin him even more. Like, leave Mourinho alone.
It's a toxic spot.
For Ahmad, we saw that right. Allegri to United would be hilarious. I think he would fix up United a little bit.
Really?
Yeah. Not he wouldn't make them play good football.
Massimiliano?
It's because he's very stern. He'll do
Yeah.
it like his way. Like, I'll make sure that we win.
The
It won't be
the
nice.
fans would hate him.
Fans would hate him.
But they'll like him when they start getting results.
They're gonna get 1-0 results, 20% possession, 11 guys in the box, but they're gonna win. So
Man, you should have got Hansi Flick when he was available.
they could have done that too.
The Lord.
No, but let's be real.
God.
Hansi Flick does not cook at United.
No chance, you think?
No chance.
Why?
Is it
For
him
what
or
reason?
is it the club?
It's literally impossible to cook at United.
So no
It's
one
facts,
will be
man.
able to
It's
turn them
facts.
around.
No.
It's facts.
Not one person.
You could put Pep there. He's not cooking,
What?
bro. They're not cooking there
So you're saying, so by that logic, you're saying Man United is done as a top club.
until probably the owner
Do
like.
you know how
sells.
hard it's gonna be after Ten Hag leaves for a manager to come here and get what he wants? Because Ten Hag brought everyone he wanted. He brought his players that I thought he was gonna fit his system, and now when a manager comes in, what the fuck am I gonna do with these guys?
Yeah.
No, they're not bad players.
No, they're not because
Dude,
they're not bad players.
But none
McTominay.
of them fit the systems.
Look at
None of them.
McTominay. This guy was a good player at United. Like he was a
Yes,
good player,
yes.
and now he's going to Napoli, and he's probably like a top 3 player on Napoli side, and all the fans love him there.
Yeah, but that's Napoli United.
Huh?
How many players on the Napoli team are in making United's for 11 squad?
I'd probably start more Napoli players than United
I'm
players.
bringing what's his name, the Brazilian winger. What's his name again?
David
Neres?
Neres?
I'm bringing Neres
Like-
over
like-
Anthony any time of the week.
Kvaratskhelia,
Anthony doesn't start.
Okay, you're probably starting Onana.
Kavada.
Onana's
Oh, you're going from the back.
Di Lorenzo starts over Dalot.
Dalot's also a good player.
Yeah, but he's not better than Di
They brought
Lorenzo.
in
Di Lorenzo's
Mazraoui
been
and
back.
they're playing Dalot.
I think Buongiorno plays.
Yeah,
I like
At the
Borgiorno.
back.
they might.
Buongiorno probably plays.
Rachmani might start too. Rachmani might start over the other 2 center backs.
Martinez is so
It would
overrated, in
be
my
it would
opinion.
be Buongiorno and Delict. I think give it a split at the back.
We'll go with
Bro,
it.
you-
No,
you-
we'll go
you
with it. We'll go with
you
it.
love Delict. Now
I
you're saying
did, but like
Rachmani.
he's not good anymore. But anyway, left back,
left back. Who plays left back for now?
Oliveira.
I'd probably put him there because I don't even know who plays left back for United. So like that tells me.
That's crazy, bro. How Shaw's been injured for what 3 years now? Like I
Yeah.
don't know, bro.
And then I probably
Cut
go.
Him and
it
Mount.
away.
I probably go
Lobotka?
Kobe Mainu and Lobotka
Yes.
if we're doing a double pivot.
Yeah, okay.
Bruno ahead of them. And then I'll probably
Yeah.
and I'll probably do Kavada on I guess with the left.
Lukaku striker.
Lukaku striker, and then
Neres.
Jaden Sancho right wing.
James Sancho's not there. He's at Chelsea.
I'm still playing him, bro. No, all jokes aside, probably
Neres.
who plays right wing for Thing?
Neres doesn't start. It's Politano still like the main guy.
Maybe bring Rashford in. I don't know.
He's not a right winger.
I would probably
No, you could put it throw in like Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed.
Ahmed.
I'd throw in probably like Rashford if I could, just to sneak him in because I do think that Rashford has a lot of quality.
So majority Napoli.
I think it's a split.
No, that was majority Napoli.
That's true.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think it's 6-5.
You had right back, center back, left back, a CDM, 2 of the forwards.
Yeah.
That's 6 or 7 players. I wasn't fully counting, but
I had Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Kobe Mainu,
Delict.
and Onana.
and Onana. So it was 5 or 6. It's close. It's not like an overwhelming. And
Yeah.
I didn't even put McTominay in there, so I don't even know how we got to that conversation.
6th man of the year, McTominay for that team.
Yeah.
Let's read some of the chat. Italian Mike says Fonseca is a terrible. Let's be honest. You guys rate Tuchel hiring? Yeah.
I don't hate it, but I don't know if
We'll see
I don't
when
know if he's
it's
gonna
due.
succeed there.
We'll see what happens,
It's
man.
a
We'll
lot of
see what
pressure. It's
happens.
a lot of pressure on him there.
Yeah, England's a tough job, man.
Yeah,
A lot of media pressure.
Good
He-
tournament coach though.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Easy breezy. I think United is cursed. Someone put some Pogba voodoo on that club.
Could have been Pogba.
Yeah.
Pogba's brothers
Pogba's brothers put some voodoo on that
or
club.
brother
JP Shields, Delict has been good.
had been good.
Had. Luke Likeshaw.
Like this guy's not speaking English here.
Luke Shaw is a part-time footballer. Facts, man. What's that guy doing now? DJ.
Hey man, Mount.
This guy DJing. Both of them DJs.
When he plays, he's good though.
Yeah, he's honestly one of the better players usually when he
Bro,
plays.
you know who we haven't seen play in a while? Who Man U signed left back? You guys. Know his name.
Dutch guy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Malacia.
Yeah.
Last year.
Oh.
Yeah, he's still injured.
Isn't he in witness protection?
That's
Yeah,
what-
he
that's
was
what-
Has to-
last
has to-
year.
It has to be that. It has to be that. He's been injured for 2 years, 3 years.
No, 2. You only got him last year.
No.
No,
Yeah,
2
last
years
year.
ago. Didn't get
Not
him last
the
year.
year.
Oh, maybe it wasn't.
2,
Maybe it
3
was
years-
2.
3
Oh,
years ago, I
shit.
think.
No, it was the beginning of last year.
It was before Ten Hag, no?
No,
Ten Hag
this-
brought him.
no,
Ten
it was
Hag
not
brought him.
before Ten
Did
Hag.
Ten Hag bring him?
Ten Hag brought
Someone
him.
Search that up.
Ten Hag brought him
He was
100%.
100% there before last
I'm
year.
pretty sure he was before Ten Hag.
He was not before Ten Hag. I guarantee he was during Ten
JP
Hag.
Shields. Do you know?
It's 100%. I'm giving you like 100%. He
All
was
right,
there
freaking,
with Ten Hag.
Dr. freaking Spouchy over here.
Okay, man. Okay, yeah. United
but
lose.
Wouldn't
Tie.
it be nice if someone like just like took the role at Man United by the horns and like I'm gonna rebuild this football club?
You can't.
You can't. You're saying
You can't. It's too corrupt there.
Crazy, man.
Who in the right mind would ever think of going to United? Who?
Well, first of all, you do need a guy with balls. Mourinho does, but they let him go. Whether for right or wrong, you definitely need. Ten Hag doesn't have balls. He's kind of like
He has no
he's a
balls.
scrawny like character. Like
He has no system. He has nothing.
he doesn't like go into the media and like really show his cojones.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, like
But
he kind of lets the media run him over a bit.
Yeah.
Bro, we know Ten Hag as a gaffer that has fights with his players more than anything. When have we seen a game when we say, you know what? Yeah, Ten Hag played a good game there. I saw what he was doing. Never.
Yeah.
No.
He's known for having fights with his players and those players leaving after.
Nah, he might be. But like I could see him going to another team, Ten Hag, and doing decent there. Like I literally think
It's the pressure.
I literally just think it's United. Like
You
I
think
know
it's too much pressure.
I don't even think it's pressure. It could be what Ronaldo was saying about United. Like
Facts.
Like there's no infrastructure.
there's no infrastructure.
It's
Yeah,
like outdated and from
Once
2008.
they have maybe they get a new stadium. That's the actual
It's-
start point to something new.
yeah. Maybe it's just they got to
Who
restart.
knows, man?
Restart. I feel like they need a new owner too. Even though the owner's been good this year because he's been giving them everything Ten Hag wants, he gets. But yeah, I think they need a whole new infrastructure because they don't really have any like youth talent coming up anymore.
Dude, what Garnacho was the last one?
And that's not even new talent. Like they bought
They
him.
bought him off of Atletico Madrid, no?
Kobe Miner, no?
Kobe Manu, yeah, I'm saying, but not a lot. Like they used to have like
But you see when they actually look into it, they can actually get someone that's actually pretty good. Like, why don't they do that more often? It's hard because you're in the Prem.
and it's also Ten Hag
like-
likes Dutch players.
I do think it's still an appealing job.
It is because it's
it's one of
United.
the
wanna
biggest
be
clubs,
The,
yeah.
You also want to be that guy for that. I'm the guy that can
Saves the day.
save the day.
But then it doesn't
But
end
dude,
up like that.
realistically, you're never that guy. How many times have we seen those gaffers come in who I'm that guy and have done nothing? Everyone after Alex Ferguson.
I mean, Mourinho won our Europa
Yeah,
League.
Mourinho was okay.
That's not a trophy that United should be happy about.
He was
the
good,
thing.
but if you actually look at his team, his
Ten
team is
Hag won FA
garbage.
Cup.
Yeah,
Again,
2
like,
or no, he won an
Won
FA Cup and what a
Carabao.
Carabao Cup.
Ole did decent as well. I think the biggest thing that people also need to take into consideration is that before it was literally like Manchester United were the biggest team in England. They had the most resources, they had the most money, so they were able to get all the talent. But now, dude, everyone else in the Premier League has also leveled up, so it's tough to compete because now you're not only competing with. Before, Manchester United used to compete only really with like Barcelona and Madrid, realistically speaking. But now they're competing with Barcelona, Madrid, with Bayern, with PSG, with City, with Liverpool, with bloody Newcastle. Like every team has money now, so you're competing to get these players. You're competing to get these managers. It's tough.
Yeah.
So they need to build like new training facilities, a new stadium.
They gotta put their money.
The city built like a whole like city, like a little like football city
Yeah, they did,
on their
right.
grounds.
Have you been? I've been there.
I haven't been, but you have,
it's
right?
like what's it called? A university type of thing. It's like
Little
this. It's a
campus.
whole. It feels
Yeah,
like a
campus,
campus.
yeah.
It feels like a campus. You get off the bus or the subway or the train, and it's like you're going to a campus, and it's cool.
And they put a lot of money into their youth academy, as I said.
Yeah.
So them doing that, now you're seeing the young players come up now.
They've been
'Cause-
creating talent, yeah.
Yeah, they have been. So why can't United are seeing that they haven't done this in years. They're not competing. So invest in the youth talent, make that bigger. Then you could go. Then the next step's infrastructure for the like actual facilities and stuff, and then you could worry about the actual team because it starts from the bottom. You gotta start from the bottom and work your way up. It's not like they're just trying to put band-aids on it. Band-aid. There's only so many band-aids you could do before it collapses.
And for such a money club, City create a lot of talent.
Yeah.
Like man, like Cole Palmer, Rico Lewis, Foden, Sancho, Brahim Diaz.
It's
like,
only since the takeover though.
they're building talent,
Eric
man.
Garcia.
Since the takeover, because they did it right. They went straight for the youth level, and they did it the right.
I mean, I'm like you said, like learn from your neighbors. Like you can clearly see that
Like a
it's
good
worked-
neighbor.
It's worked for City. They were able to work on their youth and also bring in world class players. So
Yeah.
why can't you do the same? They have the money now.
And they've been
Really?
bringing world class players for like bargains.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just
It's-
you gotta feel for United, man. Like
I do, bro.
the
Yeah.
little brother came in, like the little annoying brother came in and just completely like took over. Like imagine a Saudi bought Espanyol and made them a bigger club than Barca.
I would never.
Imagine that.
It could happen.
Could
Doesn't that sound like impossible though? Like thinking about it
True,
right now.
It's true.
You're nervous.
And then
Manchester's blue now.
And then it happened to Manchester.
Manchester's blue, no?
It happened to Torino. They were like the main team.
Like in the 40s though.
Hey,
For like
It happened just earlier on. That's all.
There's no money in football then either.
Yeah, you're buying a. You're
that
buying
just
a,
happened
yeah.
kind of
you're buying a player
naturally
for 10,
almost.
10p over
they're
there.
they're all farmers.
10 quid.
10 quid. Let's read a little bit of the chat here. Where do we leave off?
Where like Shaw is a part. Yeah, he came 10 had first season. So he came with 10 Hag first season.
Yeah.
JP, don't worry, I know you're gibberish.
Jaden Roca says thoughts on transfer rumors. Jaden Roca, permanent transfer to the footy culture.
Whoa, hey.
FC.
That wouldn't be bad.
I heard
Hey.
I don't know if it's I heard it's a loan though, because your actual club doesn't want to let you go.
Yeah, I heard. I thought you had another club, man.
It's a loan
tough
with
bargaining.
We could use you on Sunday again if you're available.
It's a loan with an option to buy.
Crazy way to ask for him to go in the line.
Then JP says, literally anyone who comes in will do better than 10 Hag.
Hey, but aren't you Ten Hag in?
Yeah, he's 10 Hag. He was 10 Hag in.
I'm
That's
so
crazy.
confused.
We
JP.
tried telling him, and he's also Mount
on and
is
off,
goaded.
bro.
We get outplayed by every team we played against. Easy breezy. United is a scary job. So much pressure with such little resources.
Voices are crazy.
They need a what? A near real rebuild and get back to the glory days. And it's new ownership on the sporting side, and they're backed him, and they've backed him with all the signings he wants, and yet the football is still garbage. Who's winning the ball in the? Shut up.
It sounds like an evil character.
That's Big AJ, man. Who's winning the Ballon d'Or?
Probably Vinny Jr. Man.
Yeah,
at this point, I think
it's locked.
It's,
locked.
it might be locked in. The
I don't
Hat-trick,
want
I
it to
think,
be
sealed
Vinny,
the
but-
deal.
Locked.
Obviously, I know the Ballon d'Or was for last season, but I do think the way they play at the start of this season also influences
Yes.
it a little bit,
It
as much as
does.
people don't admit it.
Recency bias.
Recency bias, and obviously Vinny, I think, has had a better start to the season than Bellingham, who I think was really his only competition. Rodri as well was competing, hasn't been playing.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it'll be Vinny. I think it's pretty consensus at this point.
If I'm Jude Bellingham, I give Vinny's my teammate, but I mean, jeez, because Bellingham had so many good moments last season.
Arguably more than
Yeah,
Vini.
like he made the Euro final. He scored in both El Clasicos.
Yeah.
Doesn't Jude have more goals than him in the league and in Champions League?
Pretty sure.
Maybe,
he
yeah.
did.
Like Jude, like
I think
Vinny doesn't have more assists or goals in any of his competitions. And
I think he was like 40.
he's on top.
Moments. It's because
Moments. It's
Vinny's
straight up moments.
like end game UCL moments were too big.
Scored in the final.
You think it's also like helping him, like I don't want to like say it, like the whole racial thing too?
Nah.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Nah.
No, but
Oh,
he's
yeah,
been
vice
targeted more, like directly from like other fans.
No, I don't think so.
Nah.
I think Vinny definitely did his thing, like, and I think like it's almost been like his time, like it's been almost like a long time coming
Not really.
for him, right? And I think like even too, if you think about it, like the year before they won the Champions League, as well, right?
About 2 years before.
ago. And I still think that there are some people that think he should have won that Ballon d'Or that season. Him and Benzema were both cooking,
Yeah.
and I think that hype is still kind of carrying through a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could agree.
Easy Preachy says, nah, Spatty, I hope the voices are the first and last thing you do.
What do you
I
read?
can't
bro?
read.
Our first and last thing you do, that was a tough watch. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, sounding ass.
Okay.
What's going on, Arga Deep?
And then,
Nobody
on?
talks about Lautaro as if he didn't exist. So basically, Ballon d'Or is more about PR than anything else. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been like that for the past, I don't know how many years.
Welcome to the club.
It's just, I don't know. It's just,
Yeah, he also
it is what it
he
is.
plays for Inter too. Not enough PR at Inter. Like
No,
realistically.
there hasn't been.
You don't have the Madrid PR, man.
Yeah.
We've seen the titles, we've seen the awards the accolades that Lautaro's won, but dude, at the end of the day,
Plus, it's like he plays for Argentina and Messi plays for Argentina. So
Yeah,
it's like,
it's tough. It's tough.
again,
for sure.
yeah, it's hard for him. Good season, good.
yeah.
And
good
then-
display
Plus,
from
he's a
him,
little
but-
like overweight. You see, he has a bit of a dad bod.
He's always, not
He's
really.
always
No.
had that. He's always been. a little
I think
bit
he
low.
just has a really big head.
He has like a Patrick Mahomes build.
Yeah.
Like he has a gut.
Elite. That's elite.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah, but as a
clearly is
striker
elite.
though.
Yeah.
Clearly,
Yeah,
is
It's
elite.
elite.
that's like a city ass striker build. Like,
an elite
you
build.
Can get away with that. Yeah, as a striker.
Like you see him compared to Vinny Jr. with his celebration game.
Yeah,
Like that's
like
he's built.
You play for the Real Madrid, bro. You have to have.
you can't have a dad bod at Real Madrid is what you're saying. But even like I'm sure like a 39-year-old Modric has like a 6-pack too.
Yeah.
And but like Lautaro Martinez,
allow him, man. Allow him. He's still cooking.
it's a problem.
Anthony for Ballon d'Or. Unfortunately,
Maybe in, like,
that's the way we're trending at this
30
rate. It's not
years.
looking good. That's Correa coming back from loan and doing all the cooking.
All right, I think we could end it there. We went through all the matches.
Yes,
CL, we
yes,
went
yes.
through prime time footy with United and Fenerbahce with Jose Mourinho coming back to United and Amrabat.
Yeah.
Did nothing but
Amrabat is Fenerbahce now.
yes, sir. We
Fred
had
was
that.
there too.
Huh?
Fred
Fred.
was there too.
So yeah, that's it for our UCL recap.
Before you guys leave, let us know in the comments who is winning the Champions League after these couple games. You know, I still have Barcelona.
Yeah, of course.
That's my
you do.
team.
Hey, Bird.
Barcelona.
All right.
pretty
Anyway.
good luck this weekend.
Good luck this for
Oh,
what?
true.
Oh,
Unite
we play Inter, we play Inter.
d'Italia.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Juve's playing Inter. Wow.
Good luck.
Inter El Clasico. It's gonna be a good weekend full of footy.
Madrid obviously
Madrid
from
obviously
Jaden
says,
Rocha.
yeah.
Nah.
I think it'll be a draw. It'll be a draw.
FCB.
Arga Deep Car says,
Say that.
look how spoiled we are. 20 goals and 10 assists. And people are in the Ballon d'Or conversation. Meanwhile, Goku,
Goku and
Vegeta
Vegeta.
kept hitting them.
Yeah, you're spitting facts, brother.
I think he's talking about
Ronaldo and CR.
Ronaldo Messi.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I am going to go play some Sparking Zero now.
Man, shout out Argadi for pulling up.
Yeah.
Shout out everyone.
Jaden
Jaden,
Rocha.
Easy Breezy. JP
JP
Shields. I feel bad for you, but shout out to you.
LaFleur.
The Ten
Balraj.
Hag in.
Raj.
Yeah.
A lot of legends in the chat, man.
Thanks again, guys.
Thanks for pulling up.
You know who we are. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to our channels, guys. Come on. Chicharito for Ballon d'Or.
And guys, for whoever's still in the chat here,
Uh-oh.
look, you guys gotta, if you're not tailing our bets on PointsBet,
What are you doing?
you guys are having problems, man.
We hit
because
We just
because
slapped
we are
one.
cooking on PointsBet right now.
I just made $5,000.
We've been dropping special parlays on the app. For you guys that don't know, like you go on the app, we have our own branded parlays. There are bets. So you guys could bet literally with us. And our last bet was a hit, 3-legger parlay, and we cooked. So hit our link, man. Link is in the description. Link is in our Hubi too. It's in our bio, so check it out. Sign up with us.
Ciao.
Ciao, boys. Keep the good work, fellas.
Have a splendid night.
Have a good night, brother.
To you too, sir.
And Jaden, we might need you for Sunday. So,
Yeah.
so
Another
stay
lone wolf
tapped
for
in,
you,
man.
buddy.
If I use your bet and I lose, you're gonna pay me back.
No.
Hey.
For you, we might have to.
All right,
see
see
you,
you,
lads.
lads.
See you, lads.
Later, guys.
Ciao, guys. Thanks again. Ciao. Later.
Yeah, open that door.